and we ain't never got a box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
Oh, that's your girl, huh? What's up? Me and you next. Me and you next, Devin. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna tell you in front of your dad. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Don't start telling him in front of me. Now.
Right.
This is y'all. Go right here.
Don't get that one performance fucked up.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna bust your ass. It ain't gonna be like that with you. You know that, huh? Nah, hell no. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hopefully we see each other next though.
What's good? What's good with my fam? What's good with the fam on this good Thursday? We back to get boxing. It's JusDueBoxing. Y'all know how we do over here, man. I came a little bit early today. I said, why not, man? Why not? It's nothing wrong with coming a little bit early, you know? And if y'all catch this on the playback, y'all already know, come join the family, sub to the channel, smash that like button, turn them notifications on, and come rock out with your boy. Come rock out with the fam. But what's going on? So let me salute the family in the building real quick, man. BBO Boxing was good, fam. Tim Layton, how you feeling, Tim? Appreciate you stopping through. He said BBO the biggest dog in boxing history, man. Undercard boxing, my bro, was good with it, fam. L-Dub Boxing was good, Brody. How you feeling? Good cook yesterday as well, man. Good build, man. Y'all go check out L-Dub if y'all haven't. Y'all like real boxing conversations, you know. That's your guy. That's another one that's using his voice responsibly and keep you in the loop with the rankings, man, which is important nowadays, man. You know, so salute to L-Dub. I'm saluting all content creators. Salute to the real ones, man. I said, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? I'm a little early, y'all. So how y'all feeling on this good Thursday? Appreciate y'all pulling up. You know, it's a lot going on in boxing. And, you know, I'm always about giving people their just due. And, you know, although, you know, I do like the idea of Shakur being able to fight for a belt, right? I do appreciate that idea of him being able to face potentially a Loma or a Frank Martin for a belt. But just the real boxing supporter in me, I didn't want to see a fighter get stripped for it to happen. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to see nobody get stripped for it to happen. And then, you know, you fast forward to today, and we already getting news that, you know, they're planning on stripping. They will be stripping Jermell Charlo, you know, after the introductions, which is a weird time. The timing of it couldn't be more weird. It's crazy to me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. And they saying they're going to wait till to the introductions, like the intros of the fight against Canelo to strip him. It's weird. It's weird as hell. Zoom versus my Brody. What's good with it, man? Peace and blessings to you. How you feeling, fam? So again, you know, I'm just an advocate for fighters getting their just due, and I hate to see people kind of get like stiffed, you know, and did dirty. And the reason I say like it's a bittersweet situation, because for me, I rock with Shakur. I'm Jersey for life. Y'all already know how I give it up, right? But even with him being the guy that I rock with and support heavy, you know, I want to see him get his opportunities, but I don't want to see nobody else have to get screwed over for him to get an opportunity. So although I think his team, you know, they did a hell of a job on, you know, in contacting the sanctioning bodies. And I think I kind of feel like, you know, they part of the reason why this is like this, not in a bad way, because they did your team. That's what you got a team for. His team worked for him, right? So I think that was smart. But I just hate to see that, you know, somebody got to get kind of, you know, tricked out of their position to you know what I mean, for somebody else to get a shot. I hate to see it that way. And like I said, you fast forward to today, and I see a pattern. Now y'all going after Charlo. You get what I'm saying? I find it very weird that you allow Canelo all these years to maneuver around, or, you know, you allow Canelo, y'all allow Canelo to pretty much do what he want. And people justify him having a certain complexion for the protection by saying he bring in revenue. And I'm really not trying to hear that. Rules are the rules. Treat everybody accordingly. Like, if you're not going to strip them all, don't strip one. Don't strip two if you're not going to strip them all. You get what I'm saying? They ain't have no problem with Canelo jumping up to 175 and fighting guys up there holding up the division, even if it was a good fight with Dimitri Bivol. But you get my point. They seem to allow him. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Jersey is in the building. You from Jersey too, Tim? Salute to you, Brody. Dave O'World, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? Tim Zoo make money for Australia. True indeed. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the other side of it, right? They're planning on, you know, stripping Jermell Charlo on the 30th after the introductions. It couldn't be more weird. Like, that's a weird. I'm telling you, yeah, you gotta look at that and question, like, what would be the reasoning for y'all to do it at that time? Y'all better off just doing it now. You get what I'm saying? Do it now. Let him make his peace with the fact that he ain't gonna be an undisputed champion, not because he lost to somebody in the ring, but because he decided to really go chase greatness and take a fight with Canelo Alvarez at 168. Y'all immediately try to strip him. Like, it's crazy to me. It just don't make a lot of sense. And they're planning on elevating, you know, Tim Zoo to the full champion, WBO champion. So this is where we at in boxing. And like I said, man, I just hate to see any fighters get done dirty. It don't got to be if the guy that I rock with the heaviest. It's just all the boxing. I rock with boxing. I hate to see Dev get done where he got to get stripped because he going up there to test the waters to try to be great up there as well, right? But at the same time, I did want to see something shake, but I didn't think this was going to be the move, right? I didn't see this one coming. You get what I'm saying? Tay, what's going on, Queen? How you feeling today? Elder said Zeus scheduled to make his first defense in October. They're working on an opponent now. Appreciate that, bro. I said it's because Tim waited 2 years for the mandatory, and I kind of get that. I kind of get it on one end, but it's like, It's like, I don't know. I feel like an exception should have been made for this particular fight, because you get what I'm saying? How many people gonna really like, and that's about smoke, that's gonna turn out an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. If not for the bag alone, it's for the bag legacy and the fact that Charlo truly believes he could beat him. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt like for this particular fight, they should have made an exception to, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not gonna go after everybody in the same exact manner, in this aggressive manner, then why do it to two of the more newly crowned undisputed champions? You get what I'm saying? Like, allow those kings to lose their titles in the ring if that's to be the case. But I will say this though, you know what I'm saying? I will say this on the other side of it though, and just to, you know, add another layer to the conversation. The other side of it is Tim Zeus versus someone in the rankings. Yeah, hopefully get a solid opponent. Miss Just Do, my baby girl. Salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you as always, my love. And so yeah, you know, I just don't think they should have went this aggressively after people belts. And I think the timing of it is disgusting, and I think it's kind of obvious how they treat people. I understand Tim Zeus been waiting. I get that. I get that from that perspective, right? That's somewhat fair, right? He's been waiting, and only thing he's been doing is beating the guys that's in front of him. He even was willing to stay busy fights in an effort to, you know what I mean, stay active and things like that. So he was taking risks there, and all he did was win. So I understand it from that end. That's why I say it's all about the conversation, right? You get what I'm saying? There's just many ways to look at things, right? So he do have a case there in terms of him just being a guy waiting. But as it pertains to Devin Haney, I know a lot of people, you know, hate to hear that they got to strip him because they understand the sacrifice and the things he went through to get that, right? He sacrificed to get his undisputed straps. You know, they try to call him an email champion. That same belt, he defended it several times over. You get what I'm saying? And you know, he said he wanted undisputed. He took the deal, went over there, beat Kambosos twice in Australia. Then he turned around. You know, he beat Lomachenko in a very competitive fight. So I do understand the people that's like, how dare y'all strip him? And he just, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? He can't even enjoy being undisputed because y'all already taking one of the belts from him. But I will say this, though, and just keep an open mind to this side of it, right? The other side of it is, do people truly feel like he's going to fight again at 35? You get what I'm trying to say? Now, I still understand at the end of the day, you would rather him be allowed to vacate the titles than be stripped of it, right? Stripped of a title. But my thing is, on the flip side of that, what's the likelihood that he actually goes up to 140, fights, and comes back down? You get what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that standpoint, if that's not something that he's going to do, then it's not really that big a deal. You get what I'm saying? It's only a big deal in the sense if you really got plans on going back down there. Because then you can look at it like it's crazy that y'all going to make me fight for my belt. You get what I'm saying? You make me fight somebody for my belt, basically, that I never lost to nobody inside the ring. So I get that. I do understand that. I understand it. But like I said, on the other side of it, most people don't talk about it, but what's the real likelihood of him going back down there after coming up? You get what I'm saying? Like, is he willing to put himself through all of that again? Is it even necessary for him to put himself through all of that? You get what I'm saying? Sanctioned bodies playing chess, not checker. Bigger fight is unification, in my opinion. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes him go ahead and Haney reign over at 135. I think it is pretty, maybe for Tank. Right, this is why his ass should have signed a contract with my Jersey boy. Yeah, man. I always felt like, I mean, not always. I'll say this, like, just assessing the situation and seeing how it kind of like materialized and stuff like that. I think some of it has been due to the indecisiveness that he's shown, right? And, you know, some of the back and forth. And I don't know if any of that stuff played a factor. But at the end of the day, we kind of know what it is, man. Certain people they got their favorites, man. These sanctioning bodies and boxing and the powers that be, they got their favorites. And it's clear that, you know, Devin Haney and Jermell Charlo is not one of their favorites. Man. You get it? Like these dudes barely could scratch, you know, pound for pound list even after being undisputed. So that should tell you a lot about how, you know, they view the success of both Charlo and Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? When I say they, I mean the powers that be and those people that's drawing up those lists, coming up with those lists. You know, they so conveniently either leave one of the two guys off or had them guys very low, just barely cracking the list. So I think that shows you what they think of them and how they value them as fighters and how much they respect the work that they put in thus far. I just don't think it's an extreme amount of respect for the work that they put in on the side of the sanctioning bodies when it comes to Devin Haney and Jermell Charlo. I think it's crazy, the timing of it, like I said, for them both to be stripped. And not only, you know, for Charlo to be stripped, for really truly daring to be great. And that same guy he's daring to be great against is a guy that y'all allowed to jump divisions and not have to defend the titles. And it was no noise about stripping him. So I just don't like that. I just don't rock with that. You get what I'm saying? I'm all about seeing people win. And I love to see people get their credit, their just due, and get treated accordingly. Like oftentimes, man, we ask for fighters to be about smoke, right? We ask for fighters to be about smoke. We ask for fighters to stand on business. We ask for them to represent at a high level and move accordingly, right? And I just got to give credit where it's due. Devin Haney has been doing that. No, everything he said and done ain't been perfect, but when you look at him as a fighter, do we stand on business? Do we get in there and handle business? You get what I'm saying? Is he necessarily ducking smoke? Now, I know people can make little arguments there, but you know what I mean. That man is about that smoke. He lived the fighter's lifestyle, and it's the same thing for Jermell. So I feel like when you got fighters that display, you know, they talents at a high level and they're great representations of the sport, you got to give them their credit. You get what I'm saying? Let them, you get what I'm saying? Treat them accordingly. You get what I'm saying? Get them their just due because they earned it. Not give it to them because you like them, but give it to them because they earned it. They participate in this sport at the highest level. You get what I'm saying? And they, you know what I mean? They living that fighter's lifestyle ain't easy, as we've seen with so many fighters in the past. So they shown the extreme level of discipline and sacrifice for the sport. And I think the least you could do is treat those dudes accordingly when they work so hard as it is for dudes to get a title opportunity, let alone undisputed. And then the first thing you do when you get the slightest opportunity, the slightest window opportunity, you ready to, you know what I'm saying, strip somebody and take something from somebody. I don't rock with that. You get what I'm saying? This year alone, we crowned a new champion, right? O'Shaquie Foster is a hell of a fight. I can't wait to see him back, man. He's saying it duck, but if he would sign, it would not be in the situation. That's true. He could have avoided that. But again, I just don't think they should have to force you to make a decision if they haven't forced everybody else. That's all I'm saying. RSV was good with it. Me and Devin's fighting back on the zone. It's possible because, you know, Regis is the matchroom fighter there. Salute to my bro L Dub, man. Devin back on the zone is good for boxing. It could be, man. It could be. Could be. BVO boxing was good, family. How you feeling? So, I mean, it definitely could mean that. You get what I'm saying? Back in the zone for him. You get what I'm saying? With Regis being the matchroom fighter. So, we're going to see. But getting into that, you know, Regis had a little something to say on Twitter. And again, this is just talk. And I find this stuff like this to be entertaining because it's fun when fighters talk their little trash, especially when you know the fighter is coming from a guy that really stands on business. So Regis Prograis is a guy that you know, you can look at as a guy that stands on business. This is something that he had to say to Devin Haney right here. You know what I'm saying? So he tagged Devin Haney on Twitter and he said, "What's taking so long to sign your part? I hope you're not starting to get cold feet." And we all know that's just, I think this is like fighter talk. A lot of people see these little quotes and tweets and things like that. They take them so personal. They get so mad at it. It's nothing to be mad at. They just talking a little talk, you know? He telling them you basically dragging your feet, man. What's taking you so long to sign this contract? You get what I'm saying? Tag Eddie Hearn and Dev. And it's fun to see. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think Dev will duck him or nothing like that. I think, like I said, if his intent is to come up to 140 and fight Regis Prograis, I think that's what he'll do. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a damn good fight. I know a lot of people looking at Regis' last showing and they like, you know what? Dad walks through him or he just, you know, outboxes him with ease. But everybody's entitled to a bad performance. I think that's what Regis had on the night. I think Styles make fights, and it was very important, like the way their styles meshed, you know, and the things that Zarilla did well and where Regis lacked, it created the kind of fight that it did. It was like a lackluster fight, but when you look at the grand scheme of things and you look at the career of Regis Prograis, you ask yourself, man, how many fights did he have where he looked like that, or any fights where it lacked excitement and entertainment? Very, very few, and that's probably the only one, to be honest with you. So I just don't think he'll have too many fights that look like that. I don't think too many guys will be able to necessarily put him in a position to make him look like that, right? And more times than not, you know, guys are going to be in there to engage a lot more than what Zarilla was doing. So you're going to get your entertainment worth. I don't think Dev will offer such little from an offensive end when they fight. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Douglas, what's good, family? How you feeling? Sparky, what's good, fam? How you feeling? So again, man, it's like, you know, styles make fights, and I hate triangle theories because they don't always line up. More times than not, they don't line up, right? So just because you look a certain way against one guy that can box and move, don't mean you'll look the same way against another guy that can box and move. I think one of the biggest mistakes that anybody, especially, you know, the fans can say what they want. They can look at Regis's food and say what he looked like and how bad he looked, and all those things are true. I think the most important thing is for Team Haney and his, you know, them not to underestimate this guy and overlook him and truly look at him as fool, like he can't compete with y'all. I think that would be a big mistake. So I don't expect, you know, Team Haney to underestimate this guy, despite whatever they think about him, whatever they said about him as a fighter. I don't think they'll go into that ring with him underestimating him. That's for sure. That might be faking. I feel you, Kurt. Say you be bluffing. I feel you. I think this is the next fight for him, though. Honestly, Rougarou. You know what I mean? I think so. Matchroom have it. 140 besides Regis. Yeah, man. I know, man. I know. I'll still wonder will they even get Matias over there for Regis, you know? So it's some questions. It's some questions for sure. But again, I think that's the whole reason why he wanted to kind of test the waters and was speaking like coming back down. That's why I don't think he wanted to give up the titles right away, just in case. Like, you know, and Regis has something else to say about that too. I'm going to play the little clip. But it's entertaining to see them dudes go back and forth, man, because they got to fight, man. They got to. You know what I mean? At this point, they got to. Regis is about to do Haney. Booth did Davila. Man, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Regis be on one. Y'all know how Regis be coming, y'all. Regis be mad. Regis be mad at everything. Everything moving. But yeah, this is what he said. So he told Dev, don't get cold feet, basically. You know what I'm saying? Don't get cold feet now. But I don't think he getting cold feet. I just think, you know, in this day and age, you got Twitter, so you know, I mean, you can get things out. You can get your thoughts out to people so fast. Like, literally, as he's tweeting this, like, Dev could be signing his portion of it. You get what I'm saying? Anything like that could be happening, right? Or he could be just looking over things and making sure the business is straight. Anything could be taking place as the time of this tweet is put out, right? So I don't think it's really a matter of Dev getting cold feet or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? I do just think, you know, is he taking his time as he been doing? You get what I'm saying? I think one thing that Devin Haney has tried to definitely display since becoming an undisputed champion is you ain't gonna make him do nothing. Like, he's been moving on his own time, and I feel him, rightfully so. Like, you're not gonna force me, you're not gonna rush me, you know. He just got that kind of energy. Like, we're gonna get it, we're gonna get the business done. You know what I'm saying? So I do think I expect to see this fight. You know what I mean? So much talk about it has been, you know, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Jack Catterall, Harry Davies, yeah. HJ, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Ashley's Corner, what's good, cuzzo? What's good with it? How you feeling? But yeah, man, it's just fighters talk. He'll sign the contract, in my opinion. I think this will be the next fight for him. Why not? You get what I'm saying? Why not? And I did hear something about him trying to request for them not to strip him or something like that. I don't know how that's gonna play out. I really don't.
Let's go. I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get
3-fight deal with his own watch. It's possible, man. It's possible. It's crazy because Eddie Hearn was very open and vocal about how much he felt like Devin Haney got paid, and he said he was grossly overpaid. So, you know, I just wonder how that will affect things moving forward. If he felt like, you know what I mean, if you about to do business again with a fighter that you felt like is grossly overpaid, as you put it, you get what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how all this shake out, man. We're gonna see, but it's fun to see this going back and forth. It's good to see that things are kind of moving along in a sense. Like I said, I'm expecting this to be the next fight for Haney, him and Regis, and I'm just truly hoping that Shakur get a meaningful fight for you know, the November 16th date, I believe that they got for him. What's good with it, Jay? How you feeling? Food for thought. What up, fam? How you feeling? Hey, man, appreciate you, HJ. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I usually come on. I'm a little early today. I usually come on at 4 o'clock. Came on like a half hour early today. Appreciate you. I got you, cuz I ain't played yet anyway. Not this clip I did. Marquay, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Let me play this. This is something else Regis had to say about Devin Haney in terms of him not just dropping his belt and
me and Haney is happening. I don't have a location. I don't have a date, but we official.
Let's go.
I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get back with me, but it looked like everything official with me and Haney. It's bullshit. He can't keep his belt, so Mauricio should strip him. He can't keep his belt. Let somebody else fight for all the belts at 135. He trying to have a protection plan. He trying to come up to 40, see if he can fight me, see if he can get this belt, which he not gonna get this belt. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna beat him up bad. And then try to have a cushion at 35 to say, oh, I'm still undisputed. No, we not doing it. If you come up to fight me, you stay at 140, you gotta fight me for my belt, and that's how it's gonna be.
Have confidence in yourself, right?
Have confidence in yourself. You can't have a cushion at 35 and say, oh, I'm still undisputed at 35. No, if you come up to 140, you come up to 140. Well, now I signed my part, now it's on him to sign his part.
I will give him
credit. Yeah. HJ, yeah, 4 o'clock. So just you know, this would be my normal time because what time is it now? 3:59. So yeah, HJ, this would be my normal time. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Monday through Friday, Brody. 4 o'clock. Appreciate you stopping through as well, man. Opinionated Boxing, what's good, family? How you feeling? Ryan moving in PBC. That'd be the complete move for him. RSV to me. Like that show an extreme amount of maturity and growth to me if Ryan Garcia was to do that. If Ryan Garcia was to do that, hey man, HJ, appreciate that, fam. Appreciate you. We just growing over here and grinding and building, man. That's how we do. Appreciate you, fam. Jose Diaz, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? So yeah, I feel Regis right here. I feel him not with the strip him thing, but I understand where he's going from. I get where he's going with it, right? I've heard a lot of people say that. You feel like you want to hold on to the belts just in case something don't go right up there. Maybe you lose the fight, whatever. Then you can always go back down and fight again, you know, at 35 and be undisputed there, right? But I said this before. I think a big question is how many people expect him to actually go to 140, fight Regis Prograis, then go back down. You get what I'm saying? It's just, that's tough. That's the only question I got. So for the people that's you know, mad that they stripped him, I do understand it. I get it. But I look at it like this. Like if he's not going back down, it's not really going to affect him no way, right? This is a fight that he took, that he said he wanted anyway. He said he was going up to 140 anyway. So you get what I'm saying? But I think this would dampen his plans if, you know, definitely if he had plans on going back for sure. But we're going to see because, you know, fighters say a lot of things in it. Like, you know, like I always say, they're entitled to change their minds and things like that. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But more importantly, man, things are moving along, and you know, it's just gonna create more good fights. That's what it's all about anyway. Because make no mistake about it, him and Regis would be a fun fight to watch. especially with the contrasting styles. You know, the challenge with Devin Haney going up, if this is to be his first fight there, fighting a Regis Prograis, that ain't exactly no walk in the park, right? So much respect to him for going up there doing that, taking this fight. Like I said, I do expect him to sign it. I do expect us to hear some news and them, you know, drop a date and a venue and things like that. So we're going to see, because I know they dropped the date of October 28th, but as I see today, that's not the date. I think they still working that stuff out, obviously. He said, yeah, don't try to stick your pinky toe in the pool, go all the way in the 140 pool, right? I think that's what it's going to be anyway. Once he actually gets there, he settles in, probably feels better physically there, and he'll decide, you know, just being smart. Like, my body tells me to stay here, and that's where I think he's going to stay. And if you look at it, it's no real, he outside of a couple names that he can fight at 35, he's achieved the ultimate goal, which is to snatch up all the belts. So when you look at it, you kind of, your business there is kind of done. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time, you good if you never go back down there. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at him. So yeah, I've been trying to ask for that. Black Grass Podcast was good. What he said, the hate for Devin is real. I think some people might hate him, right? But I think a lot of the feelings toward him are misunderstood. You get what I'm saying? Well, good thing for Devin Haney over here, JusDueBoxing gives everybody credit, so he ain't got to worry about the hate coming from this way. Maybe Dev was waiting for Shakur. Surely he knows the tank fight won't happen. That's. I mean, I tell you what, time will tell. Like, if you truly wanted to take a shot at him, especially at 35. Not saying you don't plan to fight him at some point, but time will tell, because if they're going to strip you of a belt, you know, the WBC, and allow Shakur and the highest ranked next up guy to fight for it, you know, if he's to be successful, and regardless of what happened with you and Regis, you'll still have that opportunity to go right back down there and get the opportunity right at the belt for Boots and Shakur to find the next victim as well. Me too, HJ. I want to see it. Price Boy was good with it, fam. The Marcus was good, family. How you feeling? He said Dev not staying. Yeah, I don't expect him to. So you trying to fight Rolly? Ain't Rolly got some type of medical situation going on with him? He's not coming back down, right? Elliot Hader, TC, and Dev. Yeah, Joe, man, he a little extra with it. Salute the Black Grass, man. He a little extra with it. I did a video not too long ago talking about Ellie and the stuff he was saying about Dev. I just think some of the stuff be personal, and I'd be surprised to see somebody with that platform of that size take personal shots at the young fighters coming up. It's just a little weird to me. I think Tyrone gonna make Shakur is Cambosis. I don't think Cambosis really want to fight him, and I don't think so. I don't think he would be in line next. You get what I'm saying? I think a number of people will have to say no for that to happen, and I truly hope that that's not the case, because I damn sure that's a fight we don't need to see. You get what I'm saying? We don't need to see that one, especially with Loma being right there. All you gotta do is say yeah. You get what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just say yeah. Your time's on. Yeah, right. I don't know, man. Maybe they feel like Cambosis still could sell some tickets, man. Yeah, they stripping Charlo too. Black Grass, they stripping Charlo. Well, not Jermell. They stripping Mel Charlo. They gonna strip him the day of the fight. After they make the introductions is when they say they're gonna strip Jermell of his WBO title, and then they're gonna elevate Tim Tszyu to the super champion or something like that, the full champion. D1 was good with it, fam. How you feeling, bro? And you say Roly has a medical. Nah, I think so. I thought so. I thought like something like might have happened to him. I thought so, because it's the Harry Davis fight got postponed or called off, something like that, didn't it? Something, and when it been, man, his word to hate be too real for champ. Yeah, some people hate because they don't know nothing better, man. They don't know how to build the sport up. But JusDueBoxing does I think I do a hell of a job at building the sport up and making sure I show the proper love to these fighters, man, because so many people don't do it. So that's always my approach to give people their credit. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they can try to strip him and do all of that. But you looking at it, the bigger picture, he's already achieved a undisputed. They can never take that from him. So taking one belt will never take away the fact that he chased down undisputed, fought Kambosos twice in Australia, and then turned around, fought Loma in Vegas and beat him. They can't take that from him. You get what I'm saying? So they can try if their intent, the powers that be, their intent is to dim his brightness. They're doing a terrible job because they're late with it. You get what I'm saying? He's already achieved it. He's on his way to another weight class. You know what I mean? So let him. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that they ain't trying that this is what's happening. Like I said, the thought of Shakur getting a title shot is great. Like, I want to see it. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't saying I wanted to see somebody get stripped of a title. I would have rather them work out a situation where they could have fought for all the belts. You get what I'm saying? But now that we know that's not the situation, and you fast forward today, you get what I'm saying? They stripping them of the WBC. They want Shakur and somebody to fight for it. He's allowed to fight Regis. If he wants to come back down, he can do that. Like, you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he's still in a position to be successful. You get what I'm saying? He'll be fine. You get what I'm saying? Just a little hiccup. And then what they doing in Charlo is weak too. Yeah, Talise and Robisi. Yeah, man, they nice, Jose. They nice. I like them. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. Terry Schmoot, what's good, family? Is Tim an email champ? No, they don't. Do you know that people ain't gonna call him that? Hopefully, Hainsworth Prograis in Vegas. I'm pulling up, man. Yeah, man, that'd be dope, man. Hope so, man. I just want to see it. I just want to see the next available big fights, man. Dope fights. What he does, just don't like the guy person. I've been saying his boots over both of them. KB, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about boots and Crawford a little bit, man, because some people had some interesting comments about the matchup. But yeah, man, so just to wrap up on this side, for anybody that didn't hear this, let me just play this and take this off the screen.
Me and Haney is happening. I don't have a location. I don't have a date, but we official.
Let's go.
I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get back with me, but it looked like everything official with me and Haney. It's bullshit. He can't keep his belt, so Mauricio should strip him. He can't keep his belt. Let somebody else fight for all the belts at 135. He trying to have a protection plan. He trying to come up to 40, see if he can fight me, see if he can get this belt, which he not gonna get this. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna beat him up bad. And then try to have a cushion at 35 to say, oh, I'm still undisputed. No, we not doing it. If you come up to fight me, you stay at 140. You gotta fight me for my belt, and that's how it's gonna be.
Have confidence in yourself, right?
Have confidence in yourself. You can't have a cushion at 35 and say, oh, I'm still undisputed at 35. No, if you come up to 140, you come up to 140. Well, now I signed my part, and I saw him to sign.
I will give him credit.
No, yeah. So I feel that. He say at the end of the day, the biggest takeaways is he signed his part. He said everything looked official. Everything was on an up and up. He's just waiting for Haney to sign his part. That's all to it. And I think, like I said, I think Haney will do that, and we're going to have us a fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Haney will sign that, and we will have us a fight. And this is something else, like I said to y'all, that he said to Haney as well. You know, he tagged him and said, what's taking so long to sign your part? He said, I hope you're not getting cold. You're not starting to get cold feet now. You get what I'm saying? He tagged Eddie Hearn. So I doubted that this is just a little fighter talk, right? A little trash talk, man. You know, talking slick. He just letting you know that he's ready. His portion is signed, and he's ready to go. And like I said, I think Dad will do the same thing. Ant, what's good with it? Ant, how you feeling, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Sanctioned by trying to make both fighters happy. Right. In a way, that's what they're trying to do. And it's just another way to look at it. You could look at it like that for sure. Evan doesn't sell. They're trying to put him someone that will sell. You're not confident about it. I feel you. I feel you. But most importantly, man, he his options is still open, right? And I think he's gonna make the decision that best suits him and his career. So he'll be all right. Like I said, stripping him is just a technicality at this point. You get what I'm saying? If he's really not going back down, it ain't gonna matter. You get what I'm saying? The only way it does matter is if he planned on truly going back down and defending all his belts, not having all of them except for one. and having to fight for that belt back. You get what I'm saying? So I understand the people that's annoyed with that, but I'll just look at it. I'll look at it a different way. You get what I'm saying? He ain't going back down once he come up because it just ain't gonna make sense. And he be signing the contract. Yeah, he got to sign that contract. Got to sign it up, man. Got to sign it. Which like I said, he gonna do it, man. So it is what it is. He gonna do his thing. But man, let's move over, man, because I heard somebody mention boots. Edgar Chavez, what's good, Brody? Jersey is in the building. So if anybody pull on the PBC card next week in Maryland, Marcus Brown will be on the undercard. Salute to L-Dub, man. Always with the information. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate it. They said Haney 360. He says at 135. If I Shakur, that'd be dangerous, man. That's why I don't expect that Haney is lower. You know they call him Lord Haney, bro. A1 Hoop Zone. What's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Said Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford, man. So he said Haney beat the Matrix. You know it. You know he beat the Matrix, man. Beat the Matrix right up out of him. He ain't allow his ass to beat the Matrix in that fight, though, to be honest. It was a close-ass, tight-ass fight. But I always said that. And he ain't allowed Lomachenko to beat no Matrix on the night. But Marcus Brown's got himself together. Shout out to that brother. Right, man. Right. So Marcus Brown was one of them ones, man, coming up early. When he didn't stop from being Roja was good with it. So, moving on, man. So since we, talking Bud, salute to Bud Crawford and his win. This past Saturday, hell of a win. I just want to give him his flowers and move past that, right? It's a glitch in the Matrix. You already know. Keyshawn. My baby girl gonna get you, Jim. My bro, what's happening with it, Jim? How you feeling, bro? So let's talk about it. We always want to know what's next, right? We always ask what's next, and we know that, them boys just went out there and fought Daily Reprieve TV. What's good with it? Hey, man, you already know from Mikey Garcia. Bud and Devin are the best at downloading data. I tell you what, Bud downloaded some great data that night, though, didn't he? Lons, what's good with it, family? What's happening, as you put it? What's good with it? But look, check this out. So we always wondering what's next, and I did some reading. I always do my reading, man, and I seen something Bud Crawford said, and he was saying after a potential rematch with Errol Spence in December, he wants to fight Charlo. You get what I'm saying? He wants to fight Charlo. But he also was asked about Boots. Yeah, Dev is sharp for sure. Hyperlink LDTV. What's good, Brody? How you feeling, family? Cruises the treasure. Yeah, I don't like Pit Poodle. I don't like Pit Poodle. But yeah, so Bud said at the potential rematch, at the possible rematch, with him and EJ, he said he want Charlo next. He said they asked Bud about Boots Ennis, and he said yeah, it could happen because we're in the same weight class, but he said as of now he focused on bigger and better things, and then he went on to mention Jermell Charlo, like I said. So look, I'm all about the next man up, the next fight up. I don't want to jump the gun too much, but it's just something to talk about because it's a real possibility now that he's finally fought Errol Spence, right? And not only did he fight him, he beat him, right? Whatever the case, he said he'll be willing to fight him at 154. You get what I'm saying? He said he'll be willing to go to 54 and fight him. So my thing is, if he's going to say if that rematch is to happen, regardless of what happens, win, lose, or draw, he got his eyes on Charlo. Listen, man, that'll be a hell of a fight at the end of the day. That'll be a hell of a fight. You get what I'm saying? First Tank, sheesh, hell no. Someone needs to get Zoo out the way. Both Bud Charles stops him. Yeah, man. He said Pitbull best winners is lost to Tank. You know it. I think you should stay in your division, especially if you're undisputed. If you want to go up, vacate the belts and move on. I feel that, Tim. Don't hold up the division. I could feel that. I feel that. Bud versus Boots. Best available fight. Yeah, if he stays there. You get what I'm saying? If he stays there, that's why it's a real thing. King Judah, what's good with it, man? How you feeling? saying he can beat Bud once again, saying he can beat everybody without everything to fight anybody, right? Man, look, that'll be a hell of a matchup, man. I just think it just all depends on how it comes to fruition, if it's to come to fruition, right? Black Belt was good with it, fam. Charlo's moving up to fight Canelo. And once he beat Canelo, he's not moving back down. I just don't see it. Way back down to 54, just don't see it. So my thing is, what exactly would be the next move for Bud? You get what I'm saying? Because at the same token, if he's to fight DJ in a rematch, if that's to take place at 54, based on what he's saying, is he going to come back down? What is he going to do? Is he going to vacate the titles? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. You just never know. But he got options, more importantly, and those are some of his options. You know what I mean? Somebody going to have to get Boots in this opportunity, right? I mean, he right there. Said weight classes matter. Yeah, he said weight classes matter. He said the highest he'll go up is 54. He said he won't go to 60 and 68, none of that. He said he is one of the guys that believe, weight classes matter and there are weight classes for a reason. And he said his absolute max is 154. I mean, so that Canelo, he'll never fight him. I mean, he said it, Virgil versus Bud. If Virgil could get right, man. If Virgil could get right. If only he can get right, bro. If only Virgil could get right, man. Prayers to Virgil, man. Hopefully he can get himself right. His health right. You know what I'm saying? Two Cents Boxing. What's good with it, family? How you feeling? EJ versus Castano 154. The rematch from the amateurs. EJ got some options too, man. EJ got some options. Jermell go to 160, going to 160. He might. You just never know, bro. Perhaps there was no joke. Prayers of Virgil, facts, daily reprieve. It is, man. So doesn't have to fight anybody to prove it. Oh, nah. I don't know, man. I don't know. He would definitely fight Virgil. It's more of his speed. If Virgil can get himself back in the ring, you get what I'm saying, and be healthy, then we can start matching him. I just feel like he off the table right now because he out the picture a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Verge. Best. He's beating some good guys, but he's just got to be one of the top guys. Right? I feel that. I could feel you. He just should take the option of riding into the sunset. Yeah, man. I think the fighter in him he gonna try to come back stronger and better. You know what I'm saying? Which I do think is possible if all those underlying issues are not at play. You get what I'm saying? And I think in terms of I don't know, some people are just fans, like, so they just say anything, but I don't know. I do want to see what, EJ shouldn't retire. No, I don't think he should retire. I don't feel like he's done. I don't feel like he's done at all. I just don't. I don't, man. We just going to have to wait and see, man. Have to wait and see. It's like he's been a dog. Right. Aisha, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. Like he's been in the fog. Right. Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit, for sure. So we'll just have, true. Daily reprieve, it was there. It's just people didn't, again, when you win, that's going to supersede, and, that's going to be the moment that's magnified more so than anything else. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the reasons why people was able to overlook certain things, because when you're able to be successful with issues, your success will overshadow and, supersede those issues. But if those issues are still there and are lost, then it's magnified normally. You get what I'm saying? It's easier to start pointing out things and seeing things. You get what I'm saying when they there. You already know A1. He said Keith should retire. Keith just got to stand on business. Keith got to get in there and fight somebody of substance, right? Instead of sitting on the sidelines being a damn near a commentator for free. You get what I'm saying? Either be a commentator or come back and give us some fights, Keith. I like Keith, man. I like Keith Thurman, bro. I like Keith Thurman, but I just want to see him in the ring. Give Buzz credit, but that was not Errol Spence in that room. Feet were off. Granted, he didn't get caught in the second, but that wasn't Errol Spence. Yeah, right. Just off. Just bad night in the office, man. I'm gonna leave it there. You know, I'm with you. He was definitely off in the Ugas fight. Yeah, you seen some things that was definitely off. Like he's daydreaming. Yeah, that's that deer in the headlights look they was talking about. Telling people he hasn't moved since Danny. People only remember EJ stopping Ugas, not EJ getting hit repeating, his feet being stuck in the mud. I crucified but pointing it out. You know why, but King Judah, because people don't like to have conversations, though. You get what I'm saying? And then people have a tough time dealing with information as well. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's crazy. Keep turning himself into a gatekeeper. Yeah, without losing, right? He the only gatekeeper you know with one loss. With one loss, I swear. That's why I never seen look that bad. Right, D1. Right, that's all. That's all. Peace and blessings to the queen, Miss Joette. If I missed you, pardon me, queen. Don't care what they say. Boxing the activity. Yeah, the worst nightmare is age, inactivity, and father time. I've always said it. Not saying that somebody at 33 is, old or nothing, but, as you continue to get up there in age, I think it's crucial for you to stay active and stay busy. Keep, keep them wheels churning. Keep them, them joints oiled, Mikey, it's been too hard. I said that's my narrative. You like Mikey, your guy, huh, Deli? Yeah, deadline on Spence activating the rematch clause. RSV was supposed to be like 30 days, a 30-day window or something like that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or like a 30-day window. 817, my guy, what's happening with it, bro? How you feeling? Trying to back losses, but we bounce back. Yeah, right, man. You got to bounce back, get back on that saddle. You know what I'm saying? Get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Get back, get the win back beneath you. You know what I mean? All that PBCA channels are going crazy. Like they're the boxing Nostradamus. Yeah, right. I hope we think we just shot one of these top ranked fighters, preferably on my team. I feel you. Inactivity is the most detrimental thing for any athlete, right? No matter how good they are, someone prove me wrong, right? Nah, that's real talk, A1. That's real talk, man. You know what I mean? They say if you don't use it, you lose it. You get what I'm saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. That's just real. That's for any athlete, in any profession, in any sport. You don't use it, you lose it. Shit, I don't care if it was table tennis. You don't use it, you lose it. You did. Keith and Boots brothers going back and forth all fight weekend. Yeah, I had the clip in here. Keith going back and forth. I had it in here. Keith the one time he just got to show. One time got to show us something. You did. One time got to show us something. And he might have the same fate if he goes back to 135. Yeah, 2 cents. I don't see it. You get what I'm saying? I don't see it because it's just so unnecessary. You get what I'm saying? I don't see it. Scrolling on next, I hope so, D1. I hope so. Loma got to say, yeah, he can't use Dev as a scapegoat. He got to say, yeah. Got to. Unless who he going to say? He going to say no or turn down the opportunity to fight for a title and then fight who? Cambosis for the IBO? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he going to do, but I hope he say yeah because, again, I'm just all about great fights, and that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Regis up next. Hold on, man. I got to pull up Ninja Turtle Bradley. I know it was something I was missing, man. Because Ninja Turtle Bradley, man, seems to feel like Boots Ennis and Terence Crawford is a mismatch, he said. He said Boots Ennis and Terence Crawford is a mismatch. I'm like, damn. And Kenny Porter said the fight is unrealistic because Boots too high risk, low reward. So I'm like, man, we got to talk about that, man. Got to talk about that. I didn't do all that for Shakur. It's more out of spite for Dad going around with Eddie again. Right. Kambosa lost that fight. Last fight he had, yeah, man. Tim, he got boxed, the circles boxed around him, man. It didn't look good. He got fisticuffs put on him, bro. He probably lost like 9-3. And they still 10-2 or something. And they still gave him the fight. They still gave it to him. Second 135 going to end badly. Yeah, black belt. I don't see him going back down to 35 where he shouldn't be no more. I think he outgrew it. I think, and again, he can hang his hat on the fact that he's achieved the ultimate goal. There is nothing left more for him to achieve other than take more fights that would be extremely dangerous. So just wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It's about being smart at this point. So you just got to be smart. I'm a good boxer. Get a tune up before boots. Yeah, it's like, who we gonna fight, right? Greeks, what's good with the Greeks? Earlier, I got Haney, Crawfish. Ain't fighting no one but Earl or getting sued, man. Down, yeah. I ain't jumping the I don't want to jump the gate, but he said after, you know, a rematch potentially with Earl and possibly December or whatever the case, he said he wants Charlo. He ain't like cut the line or nothing and just throw Earl to the side. Like, he acknowledged the rematch and he said, you know, Charlo, somebody here like to fight. You know what I mean? So he ain't doing that. He won like 4. That's being nice. Facts, Tim. I just want to see the rematch with Bud and EJ, right? And more than likely, you would think it would be at 54. GM was good with it, man. Still ain't signed a contract. Yeah, I mean, Regis said that. Like, Regis said, like, you know, what's taking you so long? I hope you ain't starting to get cold feet type deal. And then he had another little video clip in here. I'm gonna pull it back up for y'all. Y'all punch that like button out one time.
Let's go.
I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get.
Better to do it. Regis, they cost $1.99.
Me and Haney is happening. I don't have a location. I don't have a date, but we official.
Let's go.
I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get back with me, but it looked like everything
what's
official.
good with it, Brody?
It's bullshit. He can't keep his belt, so Mauricio should strip him. He can't keep his belt. Let somebody else fight for all the belts at 135. He trying to have a protection plan. He trying to come up to 40, see if he can fight me, see if he can get this belt, which he not gonna get this belt. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna beat him up bad. And then try to have a cushion at 35 and say, oh, I'm still undisputed. No, we not doing it. If you come up to fight me, you stay with 40, you gotta fight me for my belt, and that's how it's gonna be.
Have confidence in yourself, right?
Have confidence in yourself. You can't have a cushion at 35 and say, oh, I'm still undisputed at 35. No.
Right.
If you come up to 140, you come up to 140.
Well,
now I signed my part, now it's on him to sign
I
his
will
part.
give him credit.
Midnight, what's good with it, fam? What's good with it? Shelton, what's good with it, fam? You don't think Devin beats Regis? I feel you, Shelton. I feel you. Haney needs to be forced to drop the belts if he takes a fight at 140. There are at least 3 fights waiting for them belts. Yeah, man. Regis Wash. You think so? Doom, Detroit, BC. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Regis could have got a little older, but I think he's still a hell of a fighter, bro. I think he just had a bad night in the office, right? I think styles was very important. It played a very, very big factor in how Regis looked in his last fight, right? I think that dude, you know, wanted to move and he just didn't come to fight a lot, right? And I think that's why that, you know, played out the way it did. But we'll do Ennis the same way. Hey, look, let's see it. It won't age well. Devin beats Regis up. That's why I love this, though, King Judah. That's why I love these little talks, like when they go back and forth, because it's funny. It's entertainment. You talking like this, and then you got to go fight him and say you go in there and he beat you up. Regis say Regis be mad as hell. See what I'm saying? 817 is just funny, like your little entertainment. Yo, I think people be taking all this stuff so personal. It's fighters gonna talk a certain way, but it's when the fans start talking like the fighters. The fighters can fight, so they can say somebody is garbage, or you get what I'm saying? They could talk a little crazy because they can do something about it. But it's like fans be talking like the fighters. So I see stuff like this with Regis and I laugh. I think it's funny. I don't agree about the stripping because they ain't been keeping the same energy when it comes to stripping. And I'm only seeing them strip 2 people in recent memory. The only one that's gotten the benefit of the doubt is Jermell Charlo, but they hopped all over Mel. They're going to strip him After the introductions, they're gonna strip him. That's the craziest time to strip somebody. Why would that even be in writing that y'all gonna strip this man after his name get introduced September 30th? Is wild. So, you know what I mean? They gotta strip everybody, bro. They gonna strip them, they gotta strip everybody. That's my only thing that I could say about that. When I care about belts, mostly coincide. Matter of the belts and collecting belts, which means money too. A lot to explain. Yes, a lot. I ain't heard Boots complain at all about making weight. Nah, hell no. Hell no. Salute to Detroit BC. What's good with it? Dante all boxing talk. What's good with it? Boots, that guy Dad gonna tend to his ass. Hey, yo, the good thing is, y'all, we probably get to see this, man. We probably get to this is probably next. You know what I'm saying? This is probably next. Some people think Regis gonna get outboxed thoroughly based on his last performance, and I get it. Then some people still think Regis got this in the bag. He could pull it off. Devin's still hoping for Tank. That's why he wants those belts for his leverage. That'd be smart though. That'd be smart, LaMarcus. I wouldn't be mad at that. That'd be smart. That'd be smart if he truly had plans of coming back down. And you strip them all. Yeah, if you're gonna strip one or two, you gotta strip them all, bro. Or it's just gonna look funny. Just for no one who can prepare him for Crawford. I feel you. I feel you. So you going with experience, Shelton. That's where you're going with it. Probably the experience factor. You think gonna be a bit much for the young Boots Ennis? Allie be talking. Yeah, he do. We got Crawford ready for Spence. I've been sneezing. Yeah, right. Strip Canelo because of money. I said that too, GM. I said that. They allow him to get away with it because he had a meal ticket for them. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of weak. You get what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that other fighters get done that way, and Canelo get away with, you know, anything. You get what I'm saying? They still be making decisions based on how he feels when he wakes up. Nah, right, Ant. Nah, he do. He make them things. He make the rules as he go along, bro. Boy would drag him too. I think they just jumped all over that. I think Tank spoke like a fighter, yo. I think people just take it to I don't know, literal. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you think about it. Gary Russell was talking about fighting Tank. I mean, Crawford. You know what I'm saying? At one point, you know what I mean? Friend Ghost was good with it. Because I've been giving pass for 2 years. About time. Who but now which Charlie you talking about? You talking about Jermell, Ghost. Jermell is the one that they stripping. Jermell and Haney. They stripping Jermell and Haney. I'm just not advocates for people getting stripped unless everybody's getting stripped. That's all for me. You get what I'm saying? Everybody need to get stripped. They gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be stripping people. Strip everybody. Better than Cambosis and Devin got hit times in his first fight. And stripping when he went up to fight Beevil and then champion in recess. Now that's what I'm saying, bro. 817, they didn't do it, bro. They didn't do it. They don't do it. Nello get to do what he want, bro. He the one that they should have started with him. You get what I'm saying? Strip club, right? Tell them they tear people up, man. They wilding, man. Gotta at least say something like I said, I do like the fact that my boy would be having an opportunity to fight for a title. But I wanted to come on certain circumstances, but I can't have it my way. So it is what it is. And here we are, man. Let's see the fights, man. Let's see the great fights that boxing got in store, man. What's next? Patrick Bell, what's good? Brody, much love and appreciation coming through, putting that color in the chat. Appreciate you, my bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to Patrick Bell. They don't need them belts. I think at this point, keep winning, collecting belts. Non-biased fans will call for the cash cow to fight him at some point if he keeps fighting nobodies. Feel you. What's thing supposed to say? Nah, yeah, right. He said the one thing he's supposed to say. Absolutely. Yeah, he just spoke like a fighter. That's why I say I ain't, you know, I don't really be feeding into it. You know what I mean? Because I ain't never heard nobody say somebody just whooped their ass. You know what I mean? Jermell too. He was supposed to fight the mandatory last year. Are you talking about with Tim Tszyu? So Tim Tszyu got a little leg to stand on in terms of like he been waiting for a minute. So I get that. So I'm just not a guy that's complaining either way. But my point is that I'm making that I think is a solid point. The only point I need to make when we speaking about people being stripped, I'm not making a case so much that people shouldn't be stripped, right? They do what they want. But they make their rules as they go along. But if you're gonna strip a couple guys, strip everybody. You get what I'm saying? Strip everybody with titles that, you get what I'm saying, ain't been fulfilling mandatories and things like that, right? That's all I will say on that. Strip everybody, not just a couple people. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with that. And we know that Canelo got the G pass to do whatever he want, right? You know what I'm saying? At one point, they was talking about the dude going up to cruiserweight. Like, you get what I'm saying? Cruiserweight. So he, again, I ain't hand picking out no opponent, no fighters. I ain't singling none out. I'm just saying, if you're going to strip some, strip them all. You know what I mean? Strip everybody. Don't single a couple. Like, think about it. They talking about stripping Charlo after the introductions. Like, what? Y'all might as well do it now, bro. Like, what? What? Like, what? Like, you gonna wait? Yeah, after his name, Jermell Charlo. Like, if you say his name in the ring, yeah, we gonna strip him right after. Like, what? That's why your daddy give you a company. Joshua, what's good with it, fam? You said you just seen Bud on Hot 97. December contract 54. Look, man, I think I could find that and play it because I was looking for that too. I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, Eliminate's been Benavidez's fault trying to get Cinnabon. True indeed, bro. True indeed. Yeah, facts. And think about it. Gary Russell was talking about fighting Crawford. Gary Russell from 126. You know what I'm saying? You just won the belts. It's just because he just won the belts, right? Yeah, you already know. They about to sell it as undisputed versus undisputed. You know it, GM. You know it. You know they trying to make that money. Yeah, but he did just win the belts. I don't think they had to go about it that way. They just wanted to do it. Talk to him. Talk to him. That's really what gets them. So they went to stripping cats. They say they want Canelo fighters undisputed. Undisputed versus undisputed. So you gotta earn that belt, right? Money, that's why you're getting stripped so fast, right? That's part of the reason probably they looking at it as we could afford to do him dirty. You get what I'm saying? And that's sad. That's where boxing at, but that's how they be on it. That's really how they be on it. We gonna see, but Tim Zoo gonna get what he kind of deserved and what he asking for. Let's see what he do with it, right? Back for sure. Think about that. 24%. Give what I'm saying. 817. They want in on that. Keep them belts in rotation. Keep people fighting for them so they can keep getting paid for them. You know what I'm saying? They definitely want that money. They definitely want it. Bro, gotta get. You get what I'm saying? 817. They want that. They want that. They definitely want theirs. To give you time. You agree when you want the belt. Yeah, y'all smash shade. Like we need Fury strip next year. Get the Fury out here fighting UFC fighters. That's what I'm saying. Like the stripping thing just rubbed me the wrong way because you know they don't call it across the board. They don't keep it that way across the board. That's the biggest issue with it. Know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You ain't here to cry about it, but the same token, you like, come on, bro. You got to strip everybody. Like them stripping Mel. That way Crawford Charlo too becomes 154 title eliminator. If that happens, because he said after a rematch he would want to fight Charlo, so we'll see. But I just don't know if Charlo gonna come all the way back down to 54 after going upwards close to 68 pretty much. PGH big dog in the building. Was good, PGH. Strip mall in Las Vegas. Yeah, they wilding. I think Regis knocks Devin out. It's gonna be an interesting fight, GM. Like the style clash, the contrasting styles is gonna make that fight fun. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you, Sheldon. I knew what you were saying. Spence too. Right. I get you. But it's still sweet. Reason's about to get schooled. Dad needs to drop them hoes. He defended them and gave them hoes enough money. He ain't out there 135. We're seeing him push it to the limit, around and get done like saying stand too long. You already know. You just, again, just do what your body tells you to do. Like, I ain't gonna complain about it. Got money on Devin. I feel you, bro. After seeing Regis last out, and people just don't feel confident that he'll do well with a guy that can box and move like Dev can. I get it. I know what y'all thinking. I know how y'all feeling. I just look at it as another 50-50-ish type fight. And, you know, may the best man win. Pick a Charlo, Haney, or strip on it, strip club on it. Zarilla had his little chin on him. Yeah, he did, GM. And he had some underrated power, too. Zarilla had some underrated power. That's fight is about to get destroyed. You know, anything is possible, bro. He's losing Devin. Y'all gonna find the next hope to beat Devin. While y'all in for a shock, Regis might get stopped. That would be a shock. If he stopped Regis, that'd be a shock. My thoroughly outboxed dude too old. Look, it could happen, bro. I still want to see it, though. I still would love to see it. Fury need to be straight big time. Absolutely, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. Decision if you don't get caught, Regis weird, but he can crack. You mean, yeah, man. It's just that simple. It's either they're gonna be on the outside picking him apart, boxing him, or Regis gonna close the gap and try to get his off. You know how that fight gonna play out. It ain't no mystery as in terms of what Regis gonna try to come to do. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no mystery there. We already know what he coming to do and how he coming to do it. You know he get hurt now. Yeah, I don't think he'll get hurt though. I don't see him getting hurt or stopped in that fight. But I can see him struggling with the movement in boxing. I can see him struggling with that for sure. Make no mistake about it, I can see him struggling. But you get what I'm saying? He gonna have to make something happen. And if he can't, then he gets outboxed. Pillow fist ain't no 140-pounder. Ain't knocking nobody out. Yeah, I feel you, man. It's not gonna be easy as people think. Yeah, I think that the mistake will be thinking that Regis is food. I think that'd be the mistake. You know what I mean? Shaki Foster versus Rocky Hernandez would be a good co-main for Haney versus Regis Prograis. Yeah, man, I want to see Shaki back, L-Dub. Got to see Shaki back, man. Shaki is nice, and I like him, man. That man can fight. All right, with the knockout power. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, GM. It'd be fun to see. 10K was good with it, fam. The type to go the distance with American. American got a little punch of power on him. Thomas was good, fam. How you feeling? Jonathan was good. That about to beat his ass so smooth. I ain't mad that y'all talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. Y'all boy. Listen, Regis talking slick, man. Hold on, man. Let me play this video again, man. Cause y'all gotta talk to me for this one, man. Y'all, you know, I support boxing. I rock with Dev too, but you know, y'all, the real, like the ones that Devin Haney is y'all favorite fighter. This is what Regis is talking, y'all. Look how Regis talking, y'all.
Me and Haney is happening. I don't have a location. I don't have a date, but we official.
Let's go.
I signed my part. I'm just waiting on him to get back with me, but it looked like everything official with me and Haney. It's bullshit. He can't keep his belt, so Marisa should strip him. He can't keep his belt. Let somebody else fight for all the belts at 135. He trying to have a protection plan. He trying to come up to 40, see if he can fight me, see if he can get this belt, which he not gonna get this belt. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. I'm gonna beat him up bad. And then try to have a cushion at 35 to say, oh, I'm still undisputed. No, we not doing it. If you come up to fight me, you stay at 140, you gotta fight me for my belt, and that's how it's gonna be.
Have confidence in yourself, right?
Have confidence in yourself. You can't have a cushion at 35 and say, oh, I'm still undisputed at 35. No, if you come up to 140, you come up to 140. Well, now I signed my part, now it's on him to sign.
I will give him credit.
Me too. I'm excited to see them fights. That's why I say, man, the next fight's up. You know what I mean? You get to see Regis and Dev mix it up. Hopefully you get to see Shakur and Loma mix it up. Just all good fights to keep happening. You see what happens with Tank when he step back in there. See how Ryan look in his first fight with Derrick James. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of fun action, man. Yeah, Fury is wilding, Tim. Fury just need to go home. He just need to go home and stay there. Yeah, he do. He be hating. He be hating, dog. He definitely be hating. He talking spicy. That's why I said this is fun, because now you got to stand on it, Regis. Now you got to go in there. You can't afford to go in there and look like you did with Zarilla, bro. We're gonna have a tough night. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Hanging on school. I'm sorry, when Regis lose to Devin. I have to change the entire way of speaking. Nobody's gonna care anymore. Right, cuz I'll make themselves known. Right. Fair. Right, Bole. Just a little promo. Just a little promo. Regis clinching all night. That's gonna be crazy. All right. Because even I know people forget, but even Zarilla, what as good as Zarilla, or however you want to say his name, as well as he moved, he still got caught and dropped in that fight. Don't forget, Regis slipped one of them joints in there and put him down. He was trying. He was trying to get away, but Regis wasn't going for none. King Judah, I hope he accepted the fight, bro. It's looking spooky, man, because every time it's like he asked for a fight and he tried to scapegoat Dev. I still got unfinished business. No, you don't. Dev and Regis got business. And if he don't, King Judah, what are you gonna do? Fight Cambosis for that IBO title? Like, you gonna turn down a title shot to fight it? You get what I'm saying? So Loma look bad. He definitely gonna get scrutinized and criticized heavy if he turned that down as for an opportunity to fight for a title. You get what I'm saying? And it's after coming off a loss. Like, you getting another opportunity once again. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if he say no, then man, you already know what type of time he on. But that fight it need to happen, man, because you know, it need to happen. Like, what else he gonna do, right? You know what I mean? Facts, boxing is on fire. He said he about to hit Buddy with the, remember the jab? He gonna hit him with the jab. Boxing is definitely on fire, bro. Definitely on fire. Boo Boo versus the Monster. Good for boxing. Yeah, I think Regis on let Haney stay in the clinch is tripping. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be fun to watch, man. That talk is gonna be funny. You're gonna say whatever you do best. Won't be able to do simple, right? He is gonna say that. We'll make the Monster do that dance. Let's do facts. Fury told Usyk 70-30 split. He said, okay, yeah, he still didn't take it. That's why I say, like, and again, we be so busy putting duck jackets on our fighters that are of substance and quality when you got Tyson Fury making bogus demands and wilding, and you got Usyk on the other end saying yeah to everything. He still ain't make the fight. You get what I'm saying? This dude literally about to fight Francis Ngannou instead of making one effort, one attempt to really make an undisputed fight and being serious about it. The dude really is making a joke out of boxing. Tyson Fury really making a joke out of boxing. It can't be Regis. Then he said Regis was a chair. Nah, they can't. You can't. We can't get them now. They can have they can say Dev can't beat him, right? They can have that one, but they can't have the Regis as a cherry pick. I'm not going with that, bro. That man got one loss. Regis ain't no damn cherry pick. That dude is dangerous. He is a damn world champion, 2-time world champion. Don't let them poison the air with that. Nah, hell nah. Regis ain't no damn cherry pick. That's a quality name. That's a quality name in the sport of boxing. And it's as quality as it come, man. Regis is the guy. People would just say, I feel like he's still the guy to beat at 140. Like, I ain't switching up because of that one performance. You know what I'm saying? I think Regis still dangerous, bro. I'm telling you. GM, they sleeping, bro. They sleeping. They sleeping on him, bro. They sleeping on Regis, man. I know he look a little sus his last fight, but that's how he gonna look. Sometimes people look come to fight. You sure it's gonna be Shakur versus Summer instead of Lone versus Summer? It's gonna guarantee the vacant title shot. It's supposed to be Shakur versus the highest ranked guy, the highest next ranked guy. Let me see. I still might have that post in here when they said that. There you go. There you go, Cuzzo. So it'd be Shakur Stevenson versus the highest ranked contender currently, and that's currently Loma. So if Loma would say what's up, then we get a fight. Knockout was good with a KO. Shakur versus Ortiz vacant. WBC, and they're going to stop Devin on the WBO. We'll get Loma versus Baranchi for vacant. Remember what I told you I was coming? That's crazy, bro. Salute to my bro KO coming through, man. And he said hit him with the uppercut. They switched because it's Haney. Yeah, so there you go, Cuzzo. Yeah, Shakur versus Ortiz is a good fight, though. But Loma bogus as hell for not accepting no challenges, man. He really is, man. To go fight somebody else, it should have been him and Shakur for sure. But I'll take the Ortiz fight, man. But Loma's still pissing me off. I'm tired of him, man. I don't understand what his deal is. I really don't. Why wouldn't you want to make that fight? I really want to see how good the youngin is. And I know he a good measuring stick. I wanted to see that fight bad. I'm a little disappointed if they don't make that fight next. Man, Loma, man, I knew it, yo. Matrix my ass, man. Every time somebody, man, I'm tired of Loma, y'all. I am, man. Get an opportunity to fight another quality fight, you're going to say, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna go fight somebody else. Frank number 4 is a Peter. Yeah, I'd rather see Frank Martin. I mean, but we're going to see, man. We're going to see. I did hear somebody else throw out Jermaine Ortiz before, too, but I thought he had a fight or something. Maybe why I was thinking it wasn't going to be him. But since he don't have a fight, maybe that could be him. Facts, GM. He don't seem confident, not the way he going about it. How somebody going to bring the smoke to your door and you going to point to another door? Like, you get what I'm saying? He bring the smoke right to the dude's door and he say, nah, I want to fight that dude. Or, nah, he want to fight you, bro. Unfinished business. Get your ass out of here, man. Yeah, Fury playing. He think it's the WWF, bro. Tell him he don't care, bro. He don't care about boxing. Felix Nunez, what's good, fam? How you feeling? He said, "Sir, bro, Loma versus who then?" Right. KO said, I think who you say, Baranchi? That's crazy. He told me he was fighting for no vacant against Shakur. Somebody said that too. He will only take it if it was a unification with Shakur. But I'm like, I mean, you fighting for a title after you just lost. So I don't get it. Chance of that. The Devin rematch. Frank Martin, IBF. I'm sure Loma has an extremely high IQ and has sparred Shakur before. He felt he had a chance against Devin. He knows he got no shot with Shakur. Interesting, bro. Interesting, man. That's crazy. Man, KO, I'm a little disappointed in Loma, man. Yo, you just hear me over here to kind of take a little bit of air out of the cells. I definitely wanted to see this guy. And what you're saying is very logical, and I can see it. And I think a couple people saying it. You know what I mean? And I mean, I think LW still in here, Brody. Then you mentioned something about that as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was you. Hey, BZ, what's good with it, fam? How's Fury on the pound for pound list of Haney, Tank, and Shakur? He's not active. Yeah, just the protection program for him. And get it straight there. Yeah, so he can get weasel his way in there, Joe. He crazy. Loma gonna fight Cruz. That'd be funny. Pitbull. Where I don't like him. I don't like him. 10K. I don't like him. Damn, man, that's a little disappointing too, though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, man. I wanted to see that fight. Loma bogus, man. He bogus for that. And he bogus for cheating us out of that. They done made a dope fight poster and everything. Like, don't this fight poster make you want to see this fight? Yo, come on, man. How you got the people out here making fight posters, bro. You don't want it. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. This would be fun to watch, bro. But it is what it is. Next man up. At least the young boy get a chance at a solid fighter. Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter. And if they fight for a vacant title, it's vacant, but at least he could start cementing his name at 35. So I'll be cool. It's all good. It is all good. Shakur versus Ortiz. Yeah, make it in Jersey, man. Make it in Jersey. I'm definitely going. Make it in Jersey. I'm definitely going. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. People want that Tank fight. You need to see Frank first. Yeah, right. He need to see somebody, bro. You know what I mean? Jump for joy when they offer the dream job or the door path, the ultimate dream. Yeah, you know what time it is. Talk to him. A1 facts. L1 get there. Get socked out. Great fashion should be able to get anything you want from there. That's why I said, HJ, I thought that would be a very good win to put on the resume. You know what I'm saying? To get the ball rolling. Like, you know what I mean? Start high with Loma. Get him out the way. But yeah, man, I guess they ain't ready to feed him yet. I mean, to the elite, not back to back elite. Yeah, he said he ain't doing that. Yeah, I think it'll be tough anyway, right? Because he's not drained. True. Right. I think so too, Joe. And I think he might feel like that too. That's the way he moving. People garbage. Loma fighting for a vacant title is something Haney doing, but taking lower profile fights and not fighting Shakur. Right. That's why I say, man, he bogus, bro. He bogus. I don't understand Lomachenko, bro. You get a lot of opportunities, but I look, I guess I ain't surprised. Back to back, that would be back to back side fighters. He probably need a break in between. Probably another winnable fight that he can win and look good against, because they want to see him be the Matrix again. They can't stomach back to back losses for Loma. That'll put him in a weird spot. Can he be dead? You know, who's your core? Yeah, man, he gonna get his ass beat. And you ain't be the guy that was drained. You damn sure ain't gonna be the guy that's fresh in the weight class. I don't think. You get what I'm saying? That's it. Kings, he lost. Right. Right. That's gonna look wild, Jonathan. They ain't going for that right now. The obvious numbers are high. And Journeyman, I had said this before, bro. Bole, he's a better amateur than he was a pro. People was mad when I said it, but oh well, man. $0 coming out of my wallet. This is 10 versus Pitbull too. Nah, hell no. We ain't trying to watch that. Hell no, man. I just dropped and broke my damn phone. Oh, man.
Hey, dude.
Hey, what's happening?
Dude, not to interrupt you, I'm going to say this quick and I'm going to run. That's like you playing basketball and you see your homie getting his ass busted by somebody. You say switch. Or he tell you to switch for you to guard him. And you be like, nah, I'm going to stay over here on this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't seen that type of shit before. I didn't did that to somebody myself where they doing all that talking. Yeah, you gotta D him up this way, D him up that way. Yeah. And I tell you, hey, come switch and guard me then. No, I'm gonna stay over here. I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna hold him. Like that's what Loma doing, bro.
Right.
But I'm gonna jump back in the chat, man, because I'm moving some shit right now. But I just had to hop on and say that real quick.
I appreciate you, my boy. Nah, you was spot on, bro. He was spot on. I think that fight should been run back, right? He wanted it. He act like he do. Back-to-back losses, right? He retired in the Matrix. Yeah, he can't call himself that no more. Extra flurry beating Devin. Yeah, I mean, it was tight. I always say it was tight, but the fact that I'm always about giving people they just do, I look for reasons to give credit. And what I appreciated most about that performance, and I say this, like, I don't know how everybody else look at it. For me, he did not allow him to be the Matrix, yo. If you understand the name and why they called him that, and he just didn't allow, like, when it got tough for a little bit, like he had a couple rounds that got tough, right? Usually at that point in the typical Lomachenko fight, he's able to, from that point on, just take over and overwhelm you. If not stop you, just beat you up to the end of the fight, right? And embarrass you, right? But, Dad was able to kind of put a halt to that and slow it down. And he was unable to be that Matrix type figure that they frame him as, right? He just wasn't that on the night. That's what I appreciated the most out of Dad's performance. He just didn't allow that to be the case. You get what I'm saying? And I felt like that's a big element into, Lomachenko being successful. Usually when he starts to kick up on you, it stays that way. And his opponents are typically unable to turn the tide. But what happened was, he kicked up for a minute with Dev, and then he was able to make enough of an adjustment to slow that back down and get the fight back at a pace where he could be successful. And I think that was a big factor in that fight, yo. Not letting that man be the Matrix. And it's very important not to let him get in his bag and get crazy on you. And he had a couple rounds where it was like, oh, he getting off, but Dev stopped it right when he needed to. You get what I'm saying? He said beat the Matrix out of him, Southpaw versus Southpaw. That would have been fun to watch. Undercard, scored a 7-5 Loma all 6 times. I watch it. Ain't nothing wrong with that D1. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of people that felt like that too. It was a hard ass when Shakur walked up on him weeks ago. Oh yeah, I like that. Was fun, right? Little entertainment for us, right? I be loving these little moments like this.
I'm not Devin. I
want to say you
that
first with Devin.
to be seen. If he fight me.
Lopez, Devin Haney twice. Another top 10. Let's go top 10.
You getting in the ring with me will be bad. That's all I'm trying to say.
As a top 10 guy, I fought 4 top 10 guys back to back.
No, I respect. I respect
Give me more
what you done.
respect. I had all the belts.
I ain't taking nothing away from you, bro. I'm just saying, as far as me, I feel as though you can't me. If they don't fight me,
why don't you take the 25%, bro, against Devin? Come on, man.
Hey, if they don't fight me, we can make it happen. If they don't fight me, we can make it happen. And I'm going to stop you.
Yeah. You'll stop me?
I promise you I'm going to stop you.
I don't think so.
I'm going to stop you. Hey, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Look how little he is. He's little. He's tiny. I'm on weight right now.
Don't spend too much money.
I'm on weight right now.
Let's get the scouts.
I'm on weight right now. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Let's bet me.
T.I. said the same thing and look what happened to T.I.
You got some high. I'm not T.I.
Yeah, nah, Loma ain't washed. Not yet. It's worse than 24-0. Look how little he is. Yes, Core was on his helmet. When Dad beat him, he got humbled. Cambosis ain't been the same since them 2 Dad ass whoopings, to be real with you. Because before that, he was undefeated, coming off the biggest wins of his career, back to back biggest wins of his career. He got embarrassed for 24 rounds, and he got proved. The young boy proved to him that he couldn't do nothing with him, and he humbled him. He humbled the shit out of Cambosis. Yeah, he ain't washed. Loma ain't washed yet. Runners want to speed up. Yeah, he did better in the second half, of course, for sure. Nah, he did. Loma did better in the second half. He just do what he typically do and let his foot off the gas in that 12th round. Yeah, I say they want me to say his name right now. Who's the real boogeyman out here? Talk to him, KO. You know, I love this boxing. I love it, but I always say when I get to see that fight, you know, him and Shakur, I want to see it. I swear I do. I can't wait. I hope they make that fight while he's still there. Don't slip out the weight class without making it. I love to see it. Tank, my guy, though. I like Tank, man. I like Tank. I love boxing, so I rock with all the fighters, all the kings, all the young kings. I just want to see him fight. Man, I'm telling you, I was feeling like that lately too, bro. I was feeling like that too. He said he felt like Darren in the Hall of Fame. And his career over. Beat your boy from Canton, New Jersey, Sosa. Yeah, he whooped Sosa ass, bro. Tim. He hopped on. He treated Sosa like a kid, man. He said, "Take worry about Bud. Tank Teal would be fired." Absolutely, man. Everybody, Mike 7 was good with that, man. Has been exonerated of all charges. Salute to Dev Haney. Being cleared of all charges, man. Salute to the young king. Back to boxing as usual. Back to now he can resume, you know, back to regular schedule programming for the young king. Miami Kid J was good with it, fam. Was tagging there. Yeah, nah, he was getting some good shots off. For sure, man. Hell yeah, he was getting some good shots off. It'd be crazy to say he wasn't getting some good shots off. He made that fight. I know as fans of there, you had the nervous moments. You had to. Some nervous moments in there. But it's all good, you know. Loma Deshaun Porter, 135, fought a lot of dudes. The thing is, he just ain't fight him at 35, right? I think it was the smaller weight classes for Loma. Got to sit over here and push for Taylor's bug because those people calling for Tank or people with Gary Russell. Nah, man, nah. He said take it, bud, man. Nah, man. I don't know what's really the good deal, man. I would like to know what's next for Tank though. I just don't know. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I know they said they flipped the coin and it landed on Shakur. I know they was talking like that. I don't know what happened since then. They have the belt snatcher. Shakur wants his next fight to be somebody network, so don't have to bash him. I'm telling. I think he been wanting to fight these people, yo. They just don't be. And King Judah, just to make a point when it comes to him, you see the issue he have, and he going for a guy that people have respect for. And look at the resistance that the fighter putting up. You get what I'm saying? Look at how people just like, nah, I'm cool. Nah, I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I'm cool. So he trying to fight people and they keep saying, nah, I'm cool. But then when we say he being ducked, they say we making it up. It's like, nah, these dudes showing you they don't want to fight. Tank don't want to fight Devin. I always think I just never felt like that for me personally. I want to push for Tank versus Teofimo. Man, that'd be a great fight too, man. His face with the ability of making that fight, make in-fight adjustments. Yeah, man. I feel that, black belt. I feel that. Tank versus Garrett versus Antoine 140. Tank versus Tank next, right? Loma versus Tank. Loma ain't. I wonder what the rest of Loma career gonna look like and how many more fights he got left in him. Ryan, is it noteworthy? There y'all go. Raising everybody Tank fight. Devin and Shakur back to back. I can respect it. I don't think Loma will. Right. He said, well, what's that? What was a 50-50, Jim? What's that? Y'all acted up today. Somebody see something, all I'm saying, sheesh. Somebody signed something. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, like, we getting closer and closer to fights. Like I said, I think you could look forward to Devin and REGIS coming up the pipe. Bob said he was going to get Shakur a meaningful fight. Maybe it is Jermaine Ortiz because it looked like Loma ain't in a rush to get in there no time soon with him. So I think we got some fights coming up, man. I said thanks name at all. Stephen Espinosa said they had talks and they were moving on. Yeah, moving on 140. Got a lot of y'all food. Yeah, I did hear Stephen Espinosa speak on that. I did hear that because he went up to fight Barrera. Tank versus any Mexican. Tank and Devin tied up. Tank. Take a Devin named Freeze. Shakur Till with that happened. KO on your ass, man. KO on your ass in here, bro. Tank versus Edwin De Los Santos. De Los Santos gonna get a nap. Let's Loma spook that boy. Unless from Loma spook that boy, y'all know it. KO on your ass, man. Man, Tank is not fighting any Mexican next. I mean, this you guys got because you know your boy got contacted and didn't want no smoke. It's difference in that little fight with Devin told Bills time. Yeah, right. And that's the moments. I know I'm gonna have some moments like that with my boy, man. It'd be fun though. King Judah, when they rise to the occasion though. It just make it better. I mean, right. Yeah, Loma. I guess I ain't surprised. He just fought Dev, so Tank versus Till be a slug. It'd be a great fight, ABZ. It'd be technical though. It'd be like an athletic chess match. It'd be technical because Tank very smart. You'll see them guys thinking in there if they fought each other to me. Know what I mean? Straight after straight left. Tank versus Hector. Man, mismanaged. And he went to negotiations with Regis 5 days after he fought Loma. Y'all funny as hell. Y'all going in today, man. I love it, man. Salute to boxing. Salute to the family in the chat, man. Much appreciation to y'all, man. This is always fun. You say broke his ribs. Who that? Tank versus Ryan too. I do wonder who Tank gonna fight next though. I do. I don't know. Some of y'all pretty good. Y'all be predicting fights, man. So, or y'all be having some good you know what I mean? Some good matches made up, man. Yeah, y'all funny. So, Judy, you won't. We wait just like that, improving the open stance fighting. Y'all going in. He said Tank versus the Mole. Man, Tank Davi. Tank that guy, man. He coming back. I want to know who's coming back against. It'll be fun to see, though. Boxing winning, we getting a lot of good fights, y'all. Said El Guacamole. Y'all got jokes. Y'all coming for Tank. Hold on, man. Y'all can't be coming for the young. Hold on, the young Scrappy, man. Hold on.
Davis, get money bum.
What's your record, Tank?
Davis.
Hold on, my bad, y'all. I gotta get it right. Oh shit. Hold on.
Monte Davis, get money bone.
What's your record, Tank?
160 and 10.
What you got to say about somebody want to see you, y'all?
Body shot. Did you just see that body
I'm
shot?
the slickest 119 out there. You want to see me? Holla at my coach, Calvin.
I'm sickest 119 out there. You
got Black Knight?
You want to see me? Holla at my coach.
I whip his ass in the gym all day.
Bullshit. Get me when I'm tired. When I'm in shape, I bust that ass. Don't lie. When I was in shape, don't bust that ass.
I'm not lucky. I'm God blessed, nigga.
Bullshit, nigga.
We got Coach Kyle with the little truck in the ring. We got the real Spartans down this bitch.
See my young boy getting ready for the Griezmanns. Yeah, that's my son. That recognize real.
He fight just like Tank.
He's a young animal. He went to the doctor. They say he don't got a Herman heart.
Y'all want to see me? Holla at my coach, Calvin. Yeah, I think they said Truck got a fight coming up, right? And he said Tank versus El Tortilla. He coming crazy. Y'all want to see me? Holla at my coach, Calvin. Yeah, I like Truck, yo. I do. You want to see me? I have to be 5 foot this. Yeah, be on Tank helmet, yo. Tank got some good wins, man. Don't do my boy like that. On a serious note, though. I'm tired. This is just me. Yeah, y'all know I'm Jersey. Y'all know who my boy is, right? All these dudes got things about them, I think, that make them special, right? You know, but I think I always say this, and y'all know I'm a fair dude. I keep it real. Like, I think Tank is I think he's a rare breed, bro. Combination of the skills with the power, I think, makes him a rare breed, yo. I think that's why Teddy Atlas say he wanted the most. I think he said he called him the most complete fighter in boxing. Tank the Bank Davis. Talk to him, cuzzo. Talk to him. He was so scared he fighting on free TV against a dude that saw a damn high school gym in his hometown instead of calling for the $100 million man. KO on y'all helmets, man. Getting y'all. That nigga took a step back and pay and notoriety just to stay away from Tank. Okay, or y'all helmet. Y'all can come up too, yo. If y'all want to come up, y'all ain't got to type. If y'all want to, if y'all know. Let me drop the link just in case y'all want to come up and chat, kick it. If y'all want to, y'all know y'all welcome, man. Y'all the family, man. Like, and this is what I like about y'all because it's you know, it's all love. It's all in love with the sport, man. It's all in love with the sport, and I rock with y'all. Y'all know I rock with boxing over here. You know what I'm saying? And I love the interesting points that y'all making. You know what I mean? I know y'all be talking, y'all talk. I think Tank is a dog, though, man. I really do. I think some people better be glad that he ain't fought him. You know what I mean? You're Jack. Some of these dudes that they like don't mean. KO was good, bro.
Hey man, why everybody want to be on Tank? Because they favorite fighter out here like some hoes, man. Don't make me change my whole goddamn live stream tonight on you. Man. Don't do that shit. I'm trying to let them make it. You know what I mean? Shit, this nigga on this like the fact is y'all boy let you down. The boy started negotiating with Regis less than a week after he fought Loma. He ain't never moved that quick. Boy, Loma spooked that boy right into negotiations, boy. He said, hell nah, I know what I was saying before this fight. Let me calm the fuck down, boy.
Man.
Let me calm down. I don't want none of that shit. That boy said, I'll go on free TV. I'll go back on the app where ain't nobody watching me. I do all that shit. They ain't got no fight over there for him but Regis.
Right.
It's the only fight they got for him, bro. Who else is gonna fight? They gonna put Montana Love in the contract, bro.
Oh man.
Who else they got over there, bro? Like,
Yeah, I love it. Y'all can come up, man. This is what boxing is. You know, I need to drop the link more. I like to hear y'all talk. Y'all talk.
Man, who we gonna fight, bro?
Right.
They gonna put him in there. They gonna put him in there with who?
That's
Jack
gonna be
Catterall. I see Jack Catterall. Okay.
That's gonna be a fun fight to watch for sure. Okay, I see King Judah back here. I see Jonathan. What's good with it, family? Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah, get y'all ass up
man,
here.
Hey, KO, man. What's going on, KO? How Devin let us down, bro, if he fighting Regis for a title? How you let us down?
Oh, that nigga ain't got nowhere near the energy he had before the fight, bro.
I'm saying,
no, you know that shit, man. That man out here never wanted to fight Tank. Why he negotiating with Regis 4 days after the fight? That nigga ain't never moved that quick, bro.
Man, why Tank ain't sent that contract to Devin or Shakur?
He was calling Eddie Hearn on a Wednesday, my nigga.
I thought Devin and Shakur was next for Tank Davis. What happened today?
Shit, they both don't want no smoke.
So Shakur don't want no smoke either.
Nah, Bob Arum said out of his own mouth, I'm not looking to make that fight. And you hear Shakur, who he talking about? Loma, Kimbo, ain't none of them calling for Tank, my nigga.
Bro.
Ain't name the fighter. Devin Haney or Shakur. Is any of them calling for a Tank fight right now?
Yeah, they both call for it. They both call for it.
Is any of them calling for a Tank fight right now? Don't tell me what they did a year ago.
They both call for it.
No, this is recent. Ryan Garcia and Hector Garcia. Why he couldn't do the same thing to Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson?
Because he don't want the smoke.
We didn't know if Devin gonna sign a top rank. You know this.
Nah, he gonna fight El Torito. That's why.
Jonathan.
Who next?
Jonathan.
The Pater next. The Pater next. The Pater next. Is the Pater next?
You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all answer it. Then you can ask me.
Is your show tonight too?
Here's my question for both
of y'all.
Yeah,
KO got a show tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm on your ass, KO, tonight too.
Wanted to fight Tank Davis. Why did Devin Haney go into negotiations after the Loma fight quicker than he had ever gone into negotiations in his career?
That's a Devin Haney question. That's not a question.
It was actually pretty good. He did that because he didn't know the sanctioning body was going to make him make a choice anyway.
Ask him directly. I'm asking y'all if he wanted to fight Tank Davis and he said he wanted him next, and he know that Tank is free, and he know that he's free. He's about to be a free agent. How come the moment he
Tank wasn't free?
How come he was calling Eddie Hearn to make a Regis fight that very next Wednesday, 4 or 5 days later? If
Tank wasn't free, Tank wasn't free.
Yeah, Tank wasn't free, and Tank ain't show no Richardson wanting to fight him.
He wasn't free.
Tank Davis flip-flopped and said he wanted to fight Shakur. Tank was flip-flopping and said he wanted to fight Shakur, and he said he wanted to fight Devin Haney. Only turned out he ain't trying to fight neither one of them.
I don't know why
Tank wasn't free.
So one of you, I don't know which one, said that Tank was not free. Okay, cool.
He wasn't
so
free.
When Devin Haney fought Loma and he called Regis on a Wednesday or called Eddie Hearn on a Wednesday to fight motherfucking Regis Prograis to try to make that fight, y'all said Tank wasn't free. Who Tank got to fight?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't close to trying to call out Tank.
He wasn't
None
free.
of it.
He wasn't free.
Who does Tank have a fight with, bro?
He wasn't free. He wasn't free to the world. That's what I'm saying.
Why the $1 million man struggles to get fights when Canelo fight whoever he wants? If he want to fight everybody, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because if Tank wanted to fight everybody, he'll be sending out the $1 million contracts like he did to everybody else.
Next question, because
he ain't sending no $1 million contracts out.
People that say his name on the do it for clout, they don't really want to fight him. Do y'all want to talk about the fact that they tried to reach out to Devin and them and had initial conversation, but Devin and them told them they were doing something else? Y'all want to talk about that, or y'all want to move on from that?
I want to talk about how they also told me they were sending the contract to Shakur and then send one to him. I don't believe shit they say at this point.
But you believe?
I don't believe shit that none of the other team says. So
yeah,
we're at a standstill.
But Tank Davis just told y'all he want to fight Bud Crawford too. Y'all believe that shit too, huh? Y'all believe that Tank want to fight? Y'all believe Tank want to fight Bud Crawford
from 3 years ago?
Y'all believe everything that nigga say, man? Tank is the only nigga that can beat everybody, but don't have to fight nobody to prove it.
No, Judah, I need him to fight. I need him to fight top dogs. But they gotta want to fight him too, though. Yeah, they gotta want to fight him too, though. So when you're talking about him, when you know he got Hector on his plate, when you're talking about him, when you know he got motherfucking Ryan on his plate, when you're talking about him, when you know he got Pitbull on his plate, and you know you got your shit going on, how come you can't talk about him when ain't nobody got shit on their plate? All the food gone, all the food off the table, and you try to hurry up and go get another plate real quick. Y'all
talk about all that
caffeine. I want my question answered. If the nigga wanted to fight Tank, why was he trying to negotiate with someone else 4 days after his fight?
Shit, he had been in talks with Regis Prograis. Ben.
Yeah.
So did he ever want to fight Tank?
Regis is over the
Did
age
Tank
of 34,
ever want to fight Devin?
right?
That's the question. Because for 4 years he said he didn't. He told us that multiple times. Don't talk to me about Devin. Man, when Devin name came up in interviews, Tank told y'all don't talk about Devin. Tank told the interviewers don't talk about Devin. I don't want to talk about Devin.
When Devin and Bill do the typical Devin and Bill shit, and the minute this fight get finalized in September when they doing interviews, all of a sudden Tank names start coming up again. What you gonna do then?
I ain't gonna want to hear that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna want to hear that. If I feel like if y'all gonna move on for him for the last time, don't bring his name up again.
We'll get ready. All I can tell you is get ready because you're gonna hear it.
Y'all ain't hear Steven Espinosa say they were talking to them and none of that panned out because your boy was going to 140 to fight 34-year-old Regis.
That man don't be lying.
Okay, fine, but still, Bill be lying too.
Y'all say
that shit don't happen like that.
But Tank Davis,
boxing doesn't happen like that.
Never fight nobody.
You gotta have terms before a contract is sent.
I guess the Terence Crawford fight next time because Tank Davis said he'll knock him the fuck out.
No.
Bud Crawford next time.
We talking about a network executive. We talking about a network executive that is in charge of the budget, bro. He can't cap like these promoters. He can't cap like Bill. He can't
cap like team be capping though. But taking his team be capping though.
Bill and his team be capping.
That's what I'm talking about.
Preliminary talks.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tanking his team be capping.
And what's Bill?
I expect Bud Crawford to be next. I expect Bud Crawford to get a contract next too, then, because Tank said he gonna knock him out. Yeah, it's funny how it's funny to me too.
No, you know what's funny? Your boy wants to fight nothing but senior citizens in the game. That's it. 35-year-old Loma, 34-year-old Regis, big ass Duggan want to fight little guys. Fuck out of here with that. I gotta go.
Hey, he want to fight Bud. You talking about little guys? He want to fight. He just told y'all he'll knock Terence Crawford out. Stop ignoring that shit. Your boy be capping. He always said he gonna beat this nigga and beat that nigga.
Your boy be capping. I want to fight Tank. I want to fight Tank. As soon as they both free, nothing. Mum's the word. Nothing. Trying to hold onto belts just in case he loses to Regis.
He ain't losing to Regis. He's gonna be bad about it.
He's about to. We're gonna find out.
You're gonna be looking for the next nigga to be big.
KB, KO, salute to y'all gentlemen, man. I'll be back. Yep.
Yeah, you need to salute. You got to salute out of here, bro. You just said a whole bunch of bull.
Like I was saying, bro, we talking about Tank and Devin. Tank and Bud is a fucking pipe dream. If Tank gonna say that shit, that's bullshit. You got to favor Bud in that fight. But why y'all want to bring up Tank and Bud? Because the Tank and Devin conversation going so bad for y'all right now?
It's going good for me because Devin still moving on to fight a credible opponent, and I still believe Tank gonna fight a nobody next. And y'all gonna excuse that shit too. Y'all gonna excuse that shit too.
He gonna fight Cruz.
No, Tank is hopefully not gonna fight a nobody. But if he don't fight Devin, it ain't his fault. It's Devin's fault.
No, it's always Devin's fault. Hey, it's always Devin's fault, no matter what. It's always Devin's fault.
He never stand on shit.
It's always Devin's fault, man.
He
Always.
never stand on shit.
Always. That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad Devin moved on with his career. Stop tying your name. Stop tying your name to that jank ass nigga. That jank ass nigga ain't even trying to fight you.
Good for him. Good for him.
He ain't got no real.
Tank is the one. Tank is never been a real boy. But Tank's team reached out to him to try to make the fight, and they said they was doing something else. But it's Tank though.
Boy Pinocchio, man. Your boy Pinocchio.
I told you once before, KO. At this point, bro, I don't care. All I know is my favorite fighter moving in a way that's gonna defer to his career and his status and his legacy. That's all I care about.
His status, my nigga, he is going backwards.
Shit, he is not going backwards. You're talking about money. I'm talking about legacy. I'm talking about legacy.
That shit is going to free his own app, and he gonna make less money fighting Regis than he made fighting Loma, my nigga.
Okay. Man, the money gonna come. Long as he winning and getting belts, the money gonna come.
Yeah, Tank gonna fight El Torito. He's gonna get 500 pay-per-views, 500,000 pay-per-views, and then you gonna be over there with your pom-poms. Tank just beat up El Torito. Everybody let's celebrate.
My bro.
El Torito.
No, I've never celebrated a Tank victory because he did what he's supposed to do to everybody he done fought.
Man, we gonna see.
You got the wrong one with that. What I do though is I tell the truth. The truth of the matter is, they hit Devin up for a fight, and Devin said, "No, I'm straight."
They didn't.
Where the proof is?
So Steven Espinosa is a lie.
Yes.
But he was telling the truth about Boots and Bud, and he was telling the truth about Earl and motherfucking Earl and Spence. I mean Earl and Crawford. But he lying on Devin and Tank because it paint Devin in a negative light. That's what y'all saying.
Ain't nobody above man. Ain't nobody above man. Nobody.
All right, I got you. So Steven Espinoza has no track record of lying, but because he's saying something that paints y'all guy in a negative light, this is the time he was lying. Even though he proved to you that he was telling the truth about Bud and Boots. Even though he proved to you that he was telling the truth about Earl and Bud. But this is the time that he lied.
Well, let's prove to us he's telling the truth about Devin then, instead of just saying it. Prove to us then.
Can I respond to that, KO?
I'm quiet, bro.
Talk to me.
Bill said no paper planes flew over his house. That's all I gotta say, man.
Yeah. Bill also said they were staying at 135. You want to quote some more Bill shit? He also said they were staying at 135. He also said
Tank also said he was fighting Devin and Shakur. Tank also said he was fighting Devin and Shakur.
He also said that the fight is sweetest and that the WBC was not going to order Shakur as Devin's mandatory. So if you want to talk about some shit Bill said, we can get into it. If you really want, if that's your,
why we can't talk about what Tank said? Why we can't talk about what Tank and his team say?
They forcing Devin out. They
told me no. Listen, he told me that after he fought Ryan Garcia, he was fighting Devin and Shakur next. Then the motherfucker just turned around again and said, "Yeah, I'll fight Terence Crawford too." Every time he say he'll fight somebody, he don't fight nobody. He the only nigga in boxing that everybody say he can beat anybody, but he don't got to fight no fucking body.
That nigga said Devin. That nigga said Devin, Loma, Shakur. That nigga team said, and then the nigga exact words after his fight, we gonna holler at him after. They hollered at your mans. Your man said, "Nah, I'm straight." And so why send the contract if you said, "Nah, I'm straight, I'm doing something else"? Y'all don't want to talk about that shit, bro. He did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He said, "Handle your business, and we gonna holler at you after." Steven Espinoza and them hollered at this nigga trying to make the fight.
Bill say they didn't. Bill say they didn't. Bill say they didn't.
They said they wasn't talking about that.
Bill is a known liar. Steven Espinoza is known to tell the truth.
Man, ain't nobody above lying, bro. I ain't about to believe no man over no. Ain't nobody above lying. They said they didn't get one. That's what it was. If Steven Espinoza sent one, show me the proof before I sit there and throw these people under the fucking mud.
Steven Espinoza never said he sent a contract. He said we went into talks with them. We had preliminary talks, and they said they doing something else. So the talks never really went far.
Well, until they show proof of it, that's just him talking.
Oh, he got to show proof of his talks.
Man, anybody, before you give me to call somebody a liar, anybody got to show proof of their talks.
One guy you can never prove that he lied. The other guy you can prove that he lied, but you're going to stand on the one that you know done lied to you plenty of time before. Okay.
Tank done lied to me plenty of times before. His team done lied to me plenty of times before.
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing. If that's what you want to do that. Do that. Trust Bill. Believe Bill over. Believe Mr. Promoter, Mr. YouTube channel to YouTube channel to YouTube channel, saying this and saying that. Believe him. Don't believe the network.
But Espinoza about to paint his cash cow as a coward, huh? No, listen. Espinoza about to paint his cash cow as a liar and a coward. Espinoza about to come out and paint his cash cow as a liar and a coward. No, he not.
Nah, he's just gonna he's just gonna lie. He didn't lie about Bud and Boots. He didn't lie about Earl and Bud, but he lying about Tank and Devin. Okay, bro, cool. Bill Haney lied about staying at 135. He lied about this. He lied about that. But on this one, he telling the truth. Cool, my nigga. Believe what you want. All good. Do your thing, bro. Both of y'all.
When Tank step in the ring with somebody better or on Devin level, I'm gonna know Devin was scared of him and it wasn't the other way around. Because until then, Devin the only one taking on challenges. Tank is looking for low-hanging fruit over and over again.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I can't say nothing about Shakir because he's looking for challenges. No dude ain't even trying to hunt.
So Tank is not looking for challenges, even though he tried to
drawing
no. He's the one that's not looking for challenges. Okay, bro.
That boy, he over there drawing and coloring books.
Y'all got it.
Drawing and coloring books.
Of these little four kings and shit, Tank is the only one that fought one of the four kings. He's the one that's not looking for challenges.
Ryan was not a real king.
Tank is the one that's fighting undefeated former Olympian champions who coming off their best performance in Hector Luis Garcia, but he's the one not looking for challenges. He's fighting four division champions, Leo Santa Cruz, who's going directly to the Hall of Fame the moment he retired, who beat everyone he ever been in the ring with, but he's not looking for challenges. Okay, my niggas.
Okay, yo, he want to fight Chris Colbert, bro. He want to fight Chris Colbert. Is that looking for a challenge?
He does not want to fight Chris Colbert.
I heard that was like some rumor they made. I heard Chris Colbert still fighting Ryo in a rematch. I heard Ryo pushing his team is the reason why it ain't happened yet. So
KO.
What up,
More what's good with it, fam?
I'm gonna call you JJ. Bro. What up?
You seen what Dev did to Hector Garcia?
Yeah, Tank shit was way more
impressive.
That's a
tune-up. That's a tune-up.
Straight up. Hey, can I ask you a question about that? Hey, can I ask you a question about? I'm glad you brought that up. Can I ask you a question about that?
That's a tune-up, brother.
Why your clout chasing ass fighter didn't release the Hector Luis Garcia sparring footage when Hector Luis Garcia was about to fight Chris Colbert?
It's Chris Colbert. He'll beat the shit out of Chris Colbert.
Clout chasing ass nigga. Hey, why your favorite? Hey, let me ask you another question. Why your favorite fighter didn't release the Hector Luis sparring footage when Hector Luis Garcia was about to fight Roger Gutierrez for that title? Why he didn't release it then?
I'll tell you why.
Clout chasing ass nigga, bro.
No, let me tell you why.
Clout chasing ass nigga, bro. This nigga sparred this nigga, and then the nigga had 2 fights after, and he stayed in sparring footage with Tank Davis fight week. That nigga's a clout chasing ass nigga. By the way, when he did his interview, you see his purse, my nigga.
How you gonna ask me a question and not let me answer?
Tank Davis wanted the ass. Don't make me start cooking this nigga, bro. I don't want to do it.
Good, Brody.
I don't want to do it. Don't make me start cooking this nigga, bro. I'm trying to be respectful.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Trying to be.
He put that. I'm about to tell you why he put that smart footage out there. He put that farm
because he a clout chasing ass nigga. That's why.
Can I tell you why?
I'm telling you why, and you know why. If you say anything other than clout chasing, you cap, my nigga.
Okay. Can I tell you why? You're gonna just keep interrupting me? All right. He put that sparring footage out there to show y'all, bro is a tune-up, and if Tank is a real king, he wouldn't put sparring partners in the damn ring with him. That sounds like a Lomachenko move to me.
Oh my God.
Like a Lomachenko move to me.
You think that sparring footage showed Devin beating up Hector? Is that what you think that sparring footage showed? You guys are crazy. Holy shit. Holy that.
Not good, man. Okay.
The 2 little rounds.
The WBA super chat. I always looked at challenges different than everybody else. Like people say Hector, it wasn't a good win. I just can't. I
didn't say it wasn't a good win. I just said he a tune-up.
Say
he's bigger than Tank too.
I didn't say it wasn't a good win. I said he a tune-up.
Would you call JoJo Diaz a tune-up?
I don't think so because
he a tune-up too. Because they make him look like tune-up.
Keeping that same energy, then I ain't got no problem.
We can't. But he was a better tune-up than Hector.
I disagree. I don't think JoJo Diaz or Hector was tune-ups. They were good fighters.
Me neither. I don't think they were.
I think they was.
Good win. Good win.
I ain't calling no like JoJo Diaz was a 2-division champion, bro, and he had only ever lost to Gary Russell Jr. There ain't no tune-up, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Luis Garcia was an undefeated former Olympian coming off his best win, and he was a champion too, bro. He ain't no goddamn tune-up.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to.
You saying that like the Olympics make you.
I just want to say, man, I know everybody up here is passionate as hell about their guy. I hear what Jude is saying. I see him in all the chats. I feel that. I want Tank to fight a top guy too. He's got to prove it. I just know what my eyes tell me, and I know he's fought competition. I don't know where Devin all of a sudden's fought competition. Loma's old as shit. Lenara's old as shit.
What?
Regis old as shit. Listen, man, in boxing, after the age of 32, Loma's a great win.
You discrediting yourself. You discrediting yourself.
Listen to me though. But in boxing, get me out of here. In boxing, over the age of 32 is damn near dead, dog. Very few people make it past the age of 32 in boxing. Look it up. Do some fucking research. Your guys fighting old guys. The people you give him credit for are old as shit. The people Tank are fighting, Mexican, flat-footed, whatever. They're in their prime.
Hypothetical, bro. That's a hypothetical. Age ain't making and breaking everybody, but that's a hypothetical.
Come on,
man. People that done had their best fights in old age. That's a hypothetical.
Okay, man. Listen. You know damn well.
That cash app. Appreciate you, Queen.
If Devin fought Lomachenko when Loma was like 30, we already seen what happened. Whether you guys want to watch that fight in slow motion.
Devin won unanimously.
Okay, to them 3 judges,
Every
70%
judge
of
had Devin
all
Haney
boxing
winning.
fans.
That's what happened.
Devin was getting touched up, dog. You guys in the couple channels you watch, they're saying Devin won. Go anywhere else in YTBC, they say that's a fucking robbery. I know what I seen. I watched it 6 times. I'm scoring biasly because I don't like Devin.
Devin,
you guys are scoring biasly too.
Knocked Loma ass out, and half of y'all
how? Where?
Half of y'all would still say he got off. Yeah, so y'all
nah, dog. Listen, I know I scored that. I know I scored that biasly. That's why I don't give my score credit. But what I am saying, you guys are saying Devin won that shit easy and unanimously. I get it. The judges said that. But listen, you guys seen what I seen. Stop acting like you didn't see straight left after straight left. What if them were tanks lefts? What if them were tanks lefts? Devin's snoozing, dog. Snoozing. They have to fight. There's no way that fans fight like we do.
Everybody know what Tank gonna do against elite competition. He just don't have to prove it.
Oh, okay. Where's your elite competition? One guy, Lomachenko.
If that was Tank, he would have did this.
That's it. Hey, listen. It don't matter. Your guy, the one elite that he fought, the one single elite he fought, it's an questionable fucking win. Everybody else seen him getting touched up. The guy took off on the 12th round because he thought he won. You know what you seen, dog. You know what you seen.
Who was everybody else? Who was everybody else?
Yo, let's ask the whole chat right now. Let's take a poll on the chat. Who won? Let's take a poll.
Lomachenko beat everybody on Tank Davis' resume. How about this?
Does he? Barrios will beat the dog shit out of little Lomachenko and Devin possibly. So what are we talking about? Boy, I know you guys are Devin Haney fans. You'll never say that. Barrios is the real. He's a 147 pounder and he's won since then. And fought Thurman in top competition. What are we talking about? Lomachenko's a 126 pounder. Your guy struggles and needs that big advantage, reach advantage, height advantage. He needs that. That's why he stayed there for so long.
Irrational right now.
Irrational? What are you talking about? I got eyeballs.
You just said Barrios is better.
But everything you say is rational thinking. Everything that's coming out of your mouth is rational. Cut this shit. You all over the place. I'm telling you.
Loma beats everybody on Tank Davis' resume.
Crazy.
That could be a fact, but shit, we learned from Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Fuck them resume. What it look like with Devin and Tank.
Exactly.
Hey, that's fine. Hey, that's a cool one. But I mean, you can't discredit Lomachenko without looking at the fact that
I'm just telling you, man.
I would never.
I'm not trying to discredit him. I'm just saying.
Hey, I know you didn't KO. I know you didn't KO. I'm just.
I'm not discrediting Loma. I'm just saying he's older.
You did.
You did. I am okay. I'm saying that Loma beat your guy. I don't give a shit what the judges say. He's 36 years old and he was touching your guy the fuck up.
Take a breath, calm down, and realize you're wrong. Just realize you're wrong.
What? I ain't wrong. I know what the fuck I seen. I know boxing just as much as any one of you. What do you mean? Take a breath and realize I'm wrong.
I gotta take a walk out. If y'all still on when I get back, I'm coming right back, goddamn. I'll be back.
You gotta help your man.
Y'all can keep cooking. That's what this is for, man. You know, y'all.
What up, D Free?
I'm just sitting back listening to y'all. I'm letting y'all get y'all piece off. Keep cooking, fellas.
No, it's not. They're telling me I'm irrational. I'm just trying to tell you what I seen, champ.
Just do. You heard what I told you when I first came in, huh? I believe in my heart that Shakur Stevenson want his next fight to beat somebody noteworthy, and I ain't got nothing but respect for that. And I'm glad he moving like that because it's gonna shine a light on all these Tank fans on how they boy really moving out here. He don't want that kind of smoke in his life.
What do you mean? He just fought Ryan, who everybody asked him to fight.
Ain't nobody asked him to fight no damn Ryan, bro. Hey,
what are you talking about?
Take a drink of water and lay down.
The LDBC, where you listen to your boxing, dude?
What are you talking about?
Why did you 1.2 million buys then? Why did you 1.2 million buys?
Who called for that fight?
Maybe not you, but 90% of the fans that are outside of the 5 YouTube channels you watch, That's what they wanted, and they paid
Tank
their
Davis
hard-earned
fight.
money
Tank
for it.
Davis fights gonna
Cut it
sell
out.
regardless. Tank Davis fights gonna
Man.
sell regardless.
Oh yeah, the one before that did 200,000 buys.
And Ryan trash.
Your point?
Right, just because you guys think Ryan's trash, the rest
Ryan
of the
Garcia is
casuals,
trash.
I think he's trash too.
Is trash. Lomachenko
You're
was
not.
taken. He is trash.
Lomachenko will stop Ryan. What are you talking about? Ryan got power. He'll cut the fucking lights on little guy.
Easy.
Hell no. Ryan can't do
Dude, he might even beat Devin.
Ryan
They fought 6 times in the amateurs. It's 3-3 between your guy and Ryan. We don't know who would win that fight.
You talking about amateur record?
Yeah, I'm talking about amateurs because regardless of what you guys want to think,
that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter to their pro record, but they definitely been in the ring together. And Ryan got power. Ryan can knock people out. Your guy can't. Your guy can't.
You talking about a 3-round
can't
fight?
punch.
You talking about a 3-round fight?
Tank Davis fights bomb after fucking bomb, and you
Oh my God! Okay, Leo Santa Cruz is a bum. Trav is a bum. Come on, man. You're just a tank hater. Judah, you are a fucking tank hater. Just admit it. I don't like. I'm a Devin hater. I'm telling you right now. So you should just fucking admit the same, because you are out here talking about Mexicans and flat foot this and flat foot that.
It ain't just Tank Davis. I hate everybody that fight bombs. Everybody.
Okay, that's cool with you, man. I don't think Tank's fighting bums. You just do. That's all good. That's your opinion. I think Devin fights senior citizens.
Okay.
I think Devin fights old guys that don't have a fucking chance.
We ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Rank high when he fights him. Yep.
Listen, I got nothing but love for you guys. Just not this subject. Not Tank versus Devin. That's the only. I got love for you boys.
For 12 rounds.
Okay, that's great. That's what you think. And you know what I think? It ain't gonna go 12 rounds. It'll go about 3. Devin's sleeping. You seen them straight lefts? You know what you seen? You don't think Tank's touching him with that? Tank's the fastest guy at 135. Way faster than him.
He's not the fastest guy.
Oh, he's not. Who's faster? Who's faster?
Shakur faster.
Shakur's faster? Stop it. Stop it. Now I know you're just saying Tank hate. Stop it.
You a local Shakur fan here. Do you think Shakur Stevenson is?
I know what my boy is. I know what my boy is. I'm a Shakur fan too. I think Tank and Shakur's a 50-50 fight.
This ain't your turn to talk no more. I'm asking just
Ain't nobody talking.
Oh, so it's just always your turn to talk? Fuck out of here.
He asked me to do a question.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Salute to my bro, John Clark. Salute to GM too in the super chat. Much love and appreciation. Said neither one fought their best. If we being real, I bet 95% of the chat was dead. They ain't fought each other. That's a great point, bro. We know who the cream of the crop is.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah.
Yo.
Man,
I gotta go run my son to football practice. It's been nothing but love and frustration talking to you boys. And
hey, don't be taking that shit out on that coach either, bro. I know you. Don't be taking that shit out on that coach, man.
You ain't gotta do that, Judah. I got nothing but love for you, dog. Just not on this fucking show.
You know I got love for you, D1, but shit, it is what it is, bro.
It is. That's why I tune in every day to talk shit to every single one of y'all, and y'all do it back. I'm here every day. Yeah, I mean, KB, all you boys, be good, be safe, man.
You already know, bro.
All right, man.
All right. Yeah, said Tank has fast hands has a lot of distance to travel. But listen, I think they got faster feet for sure. The hands, man, it's hard to judge, bro. It really is. I never really thought about it, but I just feel like for any lack of speed or if that's the case with Shakur, I think he makes up for timing, timing and just controlling distance and things like that. So I think they both fast. I think they got some really fast feet. He's a complete athlete to me. I think he's fast as hell because he's small. He's shorter guy.
I'll say it for you. I'll say it for you, Just Do. I'm Shakur not my favorite fighter, but I keep it real. Nobody would beat Shakur to the punch. Nobody.
Nah. That's why I say it's more than just him being fast, right? Because you might can have the faster hands. That'll just be my opinion. Of course, people probably expect, yeah, he got the faster hands. I think what he brings to the table complete. Like, he ain't gonna be a guy that has to get in the ring to worry about somebody else being fast, and that being the reason he can't get all. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just not. He different. I don't care who fast. That's not gonna be the issue when you get in that ring. I just don't think so. I don't feel like that. I never thought about it, bro. I just think I've seen Tank run. I see fat fucking athlete, little as hell. The smaller guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he was faster, but that's not going to be no determining factor in the fight. If they fought each other, I don't think Tank's speed. So that's the best way I can say that. It's like it don't even matter to me who faster is. Is it gonna matter in the fight? I don't think so. I don't think you get what I'm saying. I just don't think he'll be at no speed deficit. You get what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, bro. This my thing, bro. Like if people say I be hating, man, I ain't hating, bro. My thing is I don't like when people take easy fights. I'm gonna be on your edge. And right now, what I see from Shakur is he got his feet planted, and he want his next fight to be somebody noteworthy. And I can tell that's where he's headed.
Right.
He trying to. We don't know. He might. El Guaco. We don't know.
Right. I'm glad we getting right where we need. My boy there now, so we get to see some fights, man. Oh man. If it's happen to be Ortiz, so be it. I'll watch it. I prefer Loma. Me,
somebody got their TV on in the background. Somebody got their TV on.
Yeah, somebody got some feedback. Some wild feedback. Devin literally was jumping for Joe. Cameras be till. It was easy fight. Salute to my bro Sean, man, and salute to the homie GM as well. Appreciate y'all bros in the super chat. D1, salute to you, Brody. Much love. He said, all love, my boys. Yeah, it's always, man. That's why I know ain't nobody mad at nobody. This is fun. This is good, to talk about. Everybody gonna feel how they feel.
Me and D1, bro, we go with it damn near every time I'm on with him, but we end up hugging it out before we leave, bro. I fuck with D1, bro.
Right, see? It's all love over here. Be free. What's good, Brody? I see you back there.
What's good, man? I'm up here listening to the brothers go at it. I'm gonna sit back
and they all be cooking. That's my thing. That's why I just sit here and listen.
I'm gonna sit back and observe and make sure no bystanders get caught in the crossfire.
Hey, just let me say this, and I'm a down. Let me say this, and I'm gonna step down.
You're always welcome, bro. Talk to me.
All right, ain't nobody fucking with Lord Devin Haney. I already know that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm out. I'm gonna be listening to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I already know. Lord Devin Haney, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you already know, man. See, over here, you can say stuff like that because this is a Devin Haney hate-free channel. You know what I mean? This is a Devin Haney supporter as well. Just so happened that's not my favorite fighter. That don't mean I can't appreciate it. I ain't weird like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? I rock with boxing, man. I just can't wait till we see one of these fights. Will it be him and Regis that? You get what I'm saying? Loma on a different type of time. He disappointing or whatever.
I just want to point this out right quick, Just Do. Look, I just want to point this out right quick, Just Do, to show you how consistent I am. For the longest, I didn't like Bud Crawford, bro, but it wasn't because I thought he was trash. Right. I thought he never fought nobody, and I thought he was doing it on purpose.
Right.
The moment he stepped in the ring with Spence and won that fight, I have nothing bad to say about that man, bro. Nothing.
All right, I get that. Yeah, now some people just, people you just want to see people fight the absolute best. I think if at the end of the day, I think that's something we all could agree on. So there's no harm in that. I think I always said this, man. I think with Tank, it's just he's finally making his own moves and his own fights. So far he got 2 out the way. That's how I look at it. It's like this is the second part of his career. You get what I'm saying? From the minute he made the Hector Garcia fight, you get what I'm saying, and the Ryan Garcia fight. So only thing I could do is just wait and see what he does from here. I can't predict it. Some of y'all figure y'all do a little better than me predicting these dudes' next move. I can't predict it, but I don't think that he's scared of anybody. My honest opinion, want me to be 100%, I'm gonna be 100 because that's the only thing I know how to be. I feel like when he was with Floyd, I feel like Floyd had a certain a formula, a certain recipe, a certain way he wanted to move him. I think when he seen that he could make a bag pretty much fighting whoever he wanted him to fight, and he had a certain way he was moving. Just straight up. That's what I feel. That's what I think, right? Now he's away from this guy now. Let's believe he learned some of that game from him. He learned some of that game from him. Ryan Garcia, Hector Garcia. But you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think with his career being more in his hands, he has the opportunity, more of a chance to give us those fights that we want, right? You get what I'm saying? There's no other way around it. So I don't think he's, I definitely think he want to get paid for sure. Like he want that bread. He about his money. But I definitely think him as the fighter want to be great. That's just me being optimistic. I don't think he's scared of any dudes. I just think it's a matter of lining that business up and chasing these fights down. Like again, you got your career and your control, right? So you made two. I feel like they matter for different reasons, right? Not even to get into it, but I feel like time will tell. So what everybody's saying, what a lot of people saying when it comes to Tank, who he's fighting, who he's not fighting, I think the time is going to reveal that. You get what I'm saying? Time reveals all. So I think you just wait and see what his next move would be. Not just him, anybody, everybody. You know what I mean? Not just 135, but everybody. But more so people highlight him and who he's fighting because of the standard that we hold him to, right? We know what kind of talent Tank Davis is, and we want to see improvement against talent that's equal to him or closest to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. That's not a diss on him, but I always say this. I know he's a bit older, I get it, but I don't really hold that against him, the age or none of that. I just feel like none of these dudes are at the age or point where these fights that we want to see from them can't happen. That's why my mentality when it comes to them not fighting each other is a little bit more patient, I guess, because I don't feel like it's make or break. I don't feel like these fights is, out of, what I mean? Just just can't happen. I feel like these fights can happen, bro. You get what I'm saying? These fights can happen. It's not too far gone. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I want to see these fights as soon as possible too, but at the same token, I know all these dudes are still young enough and able to deliver these fights. You get what I'm saying? It's only when people say he's not fighting no elite people. I ask people, it's a weird conversation to have because what are we talking about? Are we talking about 35, or are you just saying through his entire career he never did nothing, he never challenged himself? That's what it be sounding like. But if we talking about 35, let's just focus on where he at, right? How many people at 35 are elite? You start right there, and then you say how many of those people have he fought? The answer is none, but we get the answer to that, and we know at least who he needs to fight, right? It's not as many people as some would like to make it sound like. He's not fighting nobody. Who are these people? Who are them? Because I said this before. All of them guys that we look at, one of them got the biggest case for a 50-50 fight is Lomachenko right now. And that's just me being fair across the board, right? So he got some leeway that he's making with that. The rest of these guys got to get their 50-50 fights too, but it's not that many guys that's really going to give us the 50-50 fight that we want to see from them. It's them. It's really them. That's why I say it's them, and it's like a couple honorable mentions. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect to 135 is deep, but we know who the cream of the crop is, and we know who those guys that's on the doorstep making their way to the top. So it's like it's not so many people, and with that being the case, I just don't feel like these fights are out of they ain't too far gone, man. Like the time ain't passed where these fights can't be made. I want to see them, but I ain't gonna put a timetable on it. I just from here, you get what I'm saying? This point on, like I want to see meaningful fights be made all across the board because if we're talking about elite level talent, they have no reason to make anything less than a 50-50 fight or as close to it as you can get. That's everybody. I don't want to see no more Yoshinos. Yeah, it was fun to watch that ass whooping in person live. It was fun. But I don't want to see that level of talent in there against him again because that ain't telling me nothing. That ain't not what I really want to know. So again, I'm glad he's here now. What is he, 26, 28, 24? They still all in position to deliver meaningful 50-50 fights. It's just all what their next steps going to be. You get what I'm saying? I see After Core's moving. Tank has always been more of a mystery. You don't know what's good with him. I don't know. We don't know what to think he's going to do next. Dealing with this situation, I don't know what to think. You get what I'm saying? But I know I don't want to see no Pitbull Cruz. I know that. You get what I'm saying? Got to give us something that, you know, he's worth, because again, I get it. He's too far talented, in my opinion, to fight anything less than a 50-50 fight. No run-of-the-mill fighter is going to be the Tank Davis. They're not. They're not. The only ones I want to see him in their challenges with 50-50 fights are as closest to it as you can get. You get what I'm saying? Not no foregone conclusions and nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always optimistic that these fights gonna be made. These dudes still young enough. They still got enough of their prime years to deliver. But again, like I said, time reveals all things. You get what I'm saying? And we're gonna really see who want to fight and who don't. I'm telling you, 2023 has been a great year of boxing, bro. And it ain't even over yet. It's not over. So I just can't wait to see what's next for all these dudes. You get what I'm saying?
But just do my issue is I don't like I heard everything you said, bro. I don't like favoritism in no way, shape, or form.
Nah.
I don't like that Tank Davis the only fighter in the world where he get the benefit of the doubt that he gonna knock out everybody and don't have to prove it. Can't nobody else say that. Right. How many times you heard somebody bring up Shakur name and they tell you he beats everybody without a shadow of a doubt, without him having to prove it? That's what happened with Tank Davis. They just told us that Tank Davis is gonna knock out Terence Crawford. They got a segment of the fan base that believe it. And one thing about it is Tank don't have to prove it. So Tank can keep going the way he going with his career. He can retire, and you still gonna have people telling you who he would have beat, even though he never tried to show it.
Yeah, I get where you're going. And some people don't put no substance into saying they think he can beat somebody, right? It's not saying that it's not a problem with what you think. It's how you present what you think. Are you saying it in a manner where you just gonna throw it out there? Anybody name you bring, Tank could beat him up here, knock him out. That sounds like some casual way of thinking. Like you get what I'm saying, with no real explanation of how you get it done. And I do hear it. I hear it with Shakur too. But I think I get what you're saying, but I think it's people without being able to articulate themselves in that manner that they're telling you what their expectation level is of these people, or what they think. It's obviously just what they think, right? But I mean, I get it. You can't just say it without them having to prove it. But I hear right now, like, Shakur get a lot of flack because of the way a lot of people think what his ceiling is and what he could potentially accomplish, like in the long run. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of matchups, when I hear people stack him up to other people, they'll just tell you right off the bat, he'll beat somebody. And I think that's because of what they expect and what they feel like they've seen. It's a combination of things, but I get it for the people that just, they say it with no substance, right? He'll beat this one, he'll beat that one. I get what you're saying. Like, I just feel like that's why I like the fact us over here, I think we're a lot more responsible than with the average casual that's just saying that. You get what I'm saying? But the same token, I don't think it's crazy for people to think this dude can beat pretty much anybody put in front of him, because that's what he's done, right? But again, it's just all how you present it and if you're being realistic or not. Because again, you know, the Bud talk, I think Tank spoke how a fighter would talk, right? He'd say, I don't even think I heard it. Is this something new? Because I could have swore he did mention this. I made a video. This was months ago. I'm thinking, did they bring this up again, or did he re-mention like something with Bud Crawford? Because I remember this before. He was saying like not so much that he'll beat him, but he like, you know, they asked him about it, and he was like, you know, but if I touch that chin, I remember he said something like that. If I touch that chin, like, so I'm like, that's what you expect Tank Davis to say. So I don't know if it's that they're referring to, or is it something new that came on. But we all know beating Bud Crawford ain't just something that people could throw out there, bro. 40-0 for a reason. 40-0 for a reason. You're not just getting in there and beat that Bud Crawford. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what he did say. Like, if I touch that chin, you know, I can get it. You know what I'm saying? That was hilarious. Salute to everybody in the building. Bong, salute, man. Salute. Some things are worth fighting for. That's true. That boy said Shakur. This man ain't even been punched in the face yet to see if he could take a punch. He's been punched in the face. He just ain't been punched in the face by Tank. And me just being a realist, getting punched by everybody else and being punched by him, obviously is the difference at 135, right? So he damn sure. And again, it's the two sides to that, right? It's on one end, yeah, you don't know how he'll react if you get punched by him, because it just ain't happen, right? So that's fair to say. But at the same token, you ain't seeing people get them type of shots on him because his defense be on point. So if you ask me, you think I'm sitting around waiting for somebody to crack him good for me to know he got a good chin. Hey man, if he could avoid that happening for as long as he could avoid it, bro. Don't go in there and allow to get the cracking on your chin. What's good? What you say, bro?
Oh, my bad. I was just trying to see if you can hear me. No, he was talking about, he said Shakur is elite. And I'm trying to say Shakur ain't even been fully punched in his face to see if he can take a punch yet.
Yeah.
To say he elite, that's crazy.
I think he been punched in his face pretty good. I mean, I just don't think.
I'm talking about, you know what I say? When I say punch in the face, I'm talking about fully committed, like, you know.
And again, why would
a dog fight? We ain't even seen that out of Shakur because he good. He too slick. We know that. We get that. But I'm saying,
what would be the reason
we want to see him get punched
that
in
kind
his
of
head?
punch thus far? Because you had an Oscar Valdez that was knocking everybody out before he got to him, right? So who can say that he wouldn't have caught him with a shot, right? I just think that boy defense is something special. I think that's why he ain't got caught with that shot. Yeah, it's a combination of things. You ain't fought nobody equal to your skill level. That's one. But I also think the list of people that's equal to his skill level, that list is not a very long one, right? But I think it's one of them situations where we gonna have to wait and see. But some people might be holding their breath for a minute because
he said Valdez hit him in his stomach so hard he was ready to throw up.
Yeah, I remember
he
that.
Already say he can't take a body shot.
That don't mean he can't take a body shot because that mean he's real and that mean everybody get hurt. That mean he's human. If he couldn't take a body shot, he would have threw up. He would have took a knee. He would have been down.
He was almost there is what he was basically saying. Somebody
you only know that because he was real enough to admit that. But watching the fight, you didn't know that. You didn't know that watching that fight. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciated the honesty, and I brought that up here because just to highlight, everybody gets hit, even him. So he's taking hits. He just ain't taking a hit from Tank Davis, and taking a hit from Tank Davis and everybody else is just different to me. You know what I'm saying? That dude has some rare power. But I listen. When that fight could be made, get it to me. Get it to me
immediately.
Just do want to see how special either guy is, and I like they say, man. I think
for real though, for real.
Super Bowl type fight. Super Bowl, you got one of the best defenses against one of the best offenses. That's what you get a lot of time in Super Bowl fights. I mean, Super Bowl, Super Bowls. You get one of the best defenses against the best offense. Let's see it. Get it to me, but yeah, man. So I think Valdez tested his chin to a certain degree. He caught him with some shots because after he got that body shot off, Shakur had a good poker face, but he also landed a couple straight shots on his chin that people don't typically land. He landed a couple of them back to back. You know, I remember real cool watching it. He got his chin tested mildly, but I say he got his chin tested enough to know it ain't no glass, right? But what level of dog, right? And again, I think it's just different, man. I think getting knocked out by Tank Davis don't really say that you're not a dog, or you get what I'm saying. I just don't think that's a guy that you really need hitting with the brunt of his punch, and that's just being real. It's that he got the track record to show for it. That you better have the defense to deal with that, and or chin to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just different. That shit is different. He said all the time, he got all that defense, but what's gonna happen when he get hit? I think he'll be all right. I honestly do. Because again, when you got defense that good, very rarely do guys get you with the best, you know what I mean, the full force of their shot. So I just believe in his ability, but only time will tell. Everybody get hit, everybody get hurt. At some point, you probably gonna get your chin tested, rattled. Look, Mayweather got hurt. I seen that. I know Shakur can get hurt. Anybody can be hurt. So just depend on how many people really got the kind of punching power to capitalize once they actually hit you and really do something to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the list of people is that long either. There's some dudes with some cracks and nice punching power, but the ones that can really end it with any single shot, it ain't a lot of those dudes. I'm gonna say Tank the only one, but it ain't a lot of them dudes. That's sad. They won't. Yeah, man. I hated that thing like Calvin Ford fight, man. I would have loved to see it. Said he was too old or something like that because of the age. I see you, Rosa, taking shots at my boy. You know my girl gonna get on your helmet. Our boy Keyshawn.
Yo, Just B, I can ask you a question though, Brody.
Yeah, talk to
you. I just want to know real talk, but this ain't got nothing to do with hating on nobody, bro. I'm asking you man to man. Tank Davis being a cash cow, because I know you said that it ain't a ton of guys he can fight, right? But I already told you if Shakur fight Jermaine Ortiz, I'm cool with it. If he fight Lomachenko, even better. They still got people like Frank Martin. If you the cash cow and you Tank Davis and the contract don't go to now one of them dudes I just named and you fight Chris Colbert, you telling me ain't nothing wrong with that, bro?
There's nothing wrong with it. One, I think starters, I don't think nobody wants to see Chris Colbert, to be honest with you. And then I don't think it's too many people that think he's even on his level, right? You know, I mean, or even if you, I don't even want to say level. Yeah, you can make it an entertaining fight, but who really thinks you can beat him? So that's what it's more about. So yeah, it would be something wrong with that because don't know about it'll be you want to give people what they want to see, right? Not what they don't want to see. And I don't think it's no demand for that nowhere. You get what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm one of them people. A lot of people like to get on me, bro, because I'm outspoken. But I'm not scared. I'm not scared to say when I'm wrong. But people only remember that I was wrong. They don't remember that I wasn't too proud to say I was wrong.
Right,
so just like I talk shit about Bud Crawford, because I thought he was scared to fight top competition. I'm talking shit about Tank Davis until he proved me wrong.
Yeah, right. I get your approach, bro. I get it. That's why see you talking to a fair person, right? So when you tell me how you feel, even if I don't think that way, I'm not gonna tell you wrong for thinking that way. You got your reasons, right? You painted them, like you got your reasons why you feel the way you feel. I get it. For me, I just feel like these dudes, you got as talented as he is, it would be hard for me to believe that you scared to lose to any of these dudes. You get what I'm saying? Especially when they fought. Like I've always said, like look how many lesser guys that everybody is fought that's not on nowhere near Tank Davis level, right? If they were willing to get in there and take the risk, why wouldn't you? And it ain't about it. So I know some people go, I want to protect the man, it's only him. Bullshit. Like if a lesser guy is willing to get in there and risk it, why wouldn't he? Being a far more talented guy. You get what I'm saying? That's the way my mind go. But some people like, nah, man, you moving a certain way or you going a certain way, and I can see it. Some people feel like that. For me, I'm just waiting to see like why this man got control of his career, which way he's gonna go. I'm very optimistic that he's gonna make meaningful fights. You get what I'm saying? So again, we're gonna always be here to talk about it if we don't, right? I'm very optimistic when it comes to that because maybe the shit that I've heard from Tank Davis has made me think this way. The people, how the people feel, and I'm just like, I think because of his age and because of the attachment to Floyd Mayweather that he clearly had early in the career, I think always put him in a certain light. So I think people demanded a certain. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost like you would hear his name come up more than everybody else's when he's talking about who's not fighting nobody, right? And even you say maybe up until a fight or two ago, everybody was fighting. It would be hard to argue that he didn't have a better resume if you're looking in terms of quality opponents and champions. I look at it totally different than people do, and I don't reduce his career to just 135. I know a lot of people do that. They're like, he fought at 135. He ain't been there his whole career. So it's a weird argument. But for me, I feel like up until the Loma fight, it was very debatable as to who had the better resume. I feel like beating the Loma, you can kind of typically were in that favor. It's okay. But I feel like his name comes up more because it seems like they hold him to a standard higher than their favorite fighter. Some people, not meaning you, but some people, I hear that. Like people will come right in the chat. Tank Davis. I'm like, damn, I ain't even talking about Tank. So it's crazy. It's like I don't know what it is, but it seems like people got an extreme like this thing for him, and it seems like it's deeper than who he's fighting. Because I was
but just do so you don't think that it's balanced that people have high expectations for Tank when you got the majority of the fan base saying that Tank Davis can beat everybody, including Terence Crawford.
Yeah, I feel like the Terence Crawford stuff, people just being fans, bro. I think with that, don't take that too literal. It'll drive you crazy.
I'm just saying, no, Tank said it himself. Now, if Tank didn't say it himself, I wouldn't be taking it so serious, but Tank Davis said it too.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not giving no excuse for that. I just think he said what a fighter would say. Switch the rules and put Terence Crawford in his very same shoes with what we know about Terence Crawford and his temperament. And you ask him, is he going? You get what I'm saying? He's gonna tell you the same thing. He kicks somebody's ass. He supposed to say that, but realistically, he ain't going up there to challenge Terence Crawford. You just speaking like a fighter to me. You get what I'm saying? I get it, but I look at it like whatever. Unless you really trying to do that. But I feel like, you know, people put these like I want to hear it. Where was it at? I want to go check it out so I can listen to it. Maybe I have
know
a
you said
different
it. I know
assessment.
you said it a while back. The first time I heard Tank say it, that was a while back. I ain't pay attention to it.
I
But
think I made a
recently,
video on it because
but
he
I
said
think
something
recently
about
after the
something.
Aaron Spence fight, I think recently after the Aaron Spence fight, he said it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for it. Someone hitting a bomb in the panel. What's that noise? Said somebody. Let me see something real quick. Oh no, that's Mike. You can unmute when you talking, bro. You have feedback. Pardon me, y'all. If y'all hear that, y'all gotta let me know. I'll be running my trap, man. But people act like Ryan wasn't top 4 at one point. Listen, at the end of the day, I think if as long as it's never personal with nobody, you just want to see guys fight the best. And again, it's all what I've learned in this space, bro. It's all the information that you come across, the content, right? What you digesting on a constant basis, right? A lot of people, you hear people being just throwing that out there. Tank will beat this one, he'll beat this one, he'll beat that one, right? You hear a lot of that stuff. So I think that kind of makes you look at it, the things the way you do look at them, right? Because you hear a lot of that stuff. I've learned to tune some people out because, again, man, when you're dealing with people that really try to build and have something real to add to a conversation, you're more responsible with the comments that you make. So you don't just shoot off saying a bunch of stuff that just sound like it's crazy with no substance, right? I don't know, man. Tank having confidence in himself, I feel like that's supposed to be like that. People that back him, I get it, but you know, I don't know.
JusDue, bro. He also JusDue. He also said, I'm just looking at history. He also said that he was gonna beat Loma. He said he was gonna beat Devin and Shakur. He the cash cow and didn't make an effort to fight none of them.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to answer for that because I don't make no excuses. You got to do what you say you're gonna do. But so far, I'm more so like see, we'll appreciate you in the Cash App and salute to the Queen. Shout out lives.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to you, Brody. But yeah, man. Pardon me. What you had said though?
I was just saying, bro. My thing is, I'm waiting to see, just like how you waiting to see. We just got different energies, bro. We're gonna push. You see what I'm saying? I'm pushing. That's what I do. I pushed when Terence Crawford looked like he didn't want to fight Aaron Spence. I pushed. I said, you scared. I said, you scared.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, because I don't think you're making it a personal thing, though. You get what I'm saying? I don't hear that from you. I just what I hear, and again, I'm a guy. I'm different than everybody else. I'm a dude that's trying to understand you. So I'm not trying to just look at you as somebody that's hating on Tank, right? I'm trying to understand. And I think part of what forms the way you see him is what you hear people speak about him so heavily. So you like, man, y'all say this, y'all say that, and it got you to the point you've heard it for so long, you just want to see it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But again, I always urge you to always know when you over here, you know, we gonna have the best boxing conversations. We're not gonna be unrealistic. We're not gonna just say shit with no substance. You get what I'm saying? But I understand the confidence that people have in their favorite fighter. I get it, but I don't hold that. I don't take it too, you know. I just let people just be talking sometimes, man.
So I'm gonna tell you something else, JusDue. So I'm gonna tell you, because I ain't never got a chance to talk to you since that Crawford fight, why my opinion of Terence Crawford has changed. You know what I'm saying? I talked all kind of shit about Terence Crawford. I looked at all his past fights. I saw all the holes and the weaknesses, right? But a conclusion I came to against Errol Spence, and I'm gonna put this out there. This is not taking credit from Terence Crawford. Errol Spence was drained, in my opinion, right? That wasn't the 100% error. I'm not taking nothing from Crawford, because what I saw with Crawford, even though Errol Spence wasn't himself, what I saw in Crawford is all them holes I saw in Crawford game, bro. A lot of it, I think Terence Crawford fights to the level of his competition.
Somebody said that before too.
I really believe it, bro. I believe it. I believe the better you is, the harder Crawford is gonna come at you, and the better he is gonna be on that night. I believe it.
Part of me feel like that. I know where you're going with that. I could agree with that, because again, now me and you both, we know how to separate the win that Terence Crawford got and from what we seen in Errol, or lack thereof, in terms of what he had to offer. We know how to do that. But one of the things that I gave him the most credit for was the level of focus. The level of fucking focus, bro. focus. I mean, the blue eyes, like he was on another level. That, you know how people be giving fighters credit for being on another level, but then you go watch the fight and you really can't see that level. You've seen it with him. Like if you didn't watch the fight live and somebody was like, "Hey, yo, Bud was on another level," and you went and watched it, you will get that kind of feeling. And I think the level is not like, because I heard somebody say it's not like he showed you something that you didn't know about him, and I get that, but I think it was the level of focus and execution, application. Those words stand out to me. It's the way he went about getting that business done. That was different than any of his other performances. It's not the amount of skill that he showed you, how some people are trying to make it seem like he showed you all types of different skills. No, it's the same Terence Crawford, just a different level of focus to me.
He was locked in from the jump, and that's what was different. That's what was different.
Laser focused. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's me giving him the utmost credit, because people are unrealistic. They just say stuff because they're presence at a moment. No, he didn't show you stuff that he's never shown you before in the boxing ring, but he's shown you a different level of discipline and focus in that ring. And he did not, I repeat, he did not start slow in this fight. That wasn't his problem in this fight. He changed the tide, and the best way I can say, he almost pretty much in some ways pulled the EJ on EJ. Get what I'm saying? What's the level of EJ that was in there? And people can say what they want. I know how to assess the win and the loss, or the loss from what that guy had to offer on the night. No, that's not Terence Crawford's problem. He did what he was supposed to do, but I know what I see based off all them other fights I seen from Errol Spence. I don't think I seen all the other 28, but I seen more than 20 of them. You get what I'm saying?
You know what impressed me the most, What impressed me the most, bro, when I was watching Crawford's defense, bro, I was watching him in his guard, right? He was able to defend head shots and body shots with minimal effort. With minimal effort.
His defense looked better. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that for whatever reason. It just he was so sharp in that moment, man. Like he was tight. His defense was tight. He wasn't letting a lot in. Then a couple times he got hit. He ate it. I was like, man, it was the focus for me. The focus. And like you said, fighting to the level of competition, he knew how dangerous Earl was, and he prepared for that guy. He prepared for that guy. You get what I'm saying? He knew how dangerous that man was. You get what I'm saying? So again, man, it's always good to have these conversations, because people don't know how to have it, because they think if you say you notice some things that are off with Earl, that means you're not giving Terence Crawford credit. That has nothing to do with that. People just don't know how to understand and process information. You can say what you're seeing. You get what I'm saying? You just like when a fighter tell you they was 60 or 70% of themselves. You clearly can see what they're talking about when they say that to you. So just because he didn't tell us, oh, I wasn't 100, you can see it. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? You can't ignore what you've seen. You know what I mean? You can have the conversation. You get a man his credit, the winner, and you say how, you know what I mean? You give him his just due, like we always do. He was switched on. He was in his bag. But again, the most important thing was focus to me. Execution and application. He was just in another world, man. World of class of his own on the night in terms of focus and what he brought. His eyes, and again, his eyes, bro. His eyes are like, I ain't saying he ain't never like that in no other fight, but the extreme amount of focus is what got him to execute the way he just was game plan perfect to me, you know? Switched on.
And you know what else I wanted to talk about going forward? You know, they're talking about he made, you know, of course we want to see him versus Boots next. So my opinion on that has changed too. I thought I had Boots washing Terence Crawford easier than Errol Spence at first. Now I respect Terence Crawford. Like I said, now I know he fight to the level of his competition. So I got that a 50-50 fight. I don't know who the hell gonna win it, but I want to see it.
Right. Listen, man, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know why you could feel that way after you see a guy perform, you know, that way. And you know, they say him and Earl and, you know, Crawford got some similarities to their game. I did some reading, and Tim Bradley seems to think that Terence Crawford not only beat Jermell Charlo, but he'll beat him easier than he beat Earl. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't think that.
Well, I was talking about Boots.
Oh man, my bad. I'm tripping. I'm looking at Charlo. I'm looking at Charlo in my face, and I'm just thinking, yo, my bad. Boots. Charlo, you talking about Boots and Crawford? Yeah. Matter of fact, my bad. Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm mixing it up. They said, I read Tim Bradley. It's Tim Bradley again. Pardon me. He said Boots is and Terrence Crawford is a mismatch. I'm mixing it up. My bad. That's what he said. I got that in my description. He said he think Boots and Terrence Crawford is a mismatch skill wise. He needs to fight somebody on his, somebody better, get tested first before he go in there. I don't think that's really the case. I don't think it's a matter of him being ready. I think it's just a matter of will he actually win the fight. And what I think it'll come down to is experience versus youth. I think this is just me. The only thing that could knock Boots off his square for me in that fight is Terrence Crawford being far more experienced than him and having, more big fight experience, things like that. But other than that, skill for skill, what are we talking about? Let's just be real. Step for step, athletic wise, like Boots wouldn't be in step with this dude. He wouldn't be able to keep up with him. You get what I'm saying? People say he make a lot of mistakes and he got a lot of holes in his defense. What people see as holes, I see as a guy being comfortable and he knows who to take certain chances against. I just think
facts, brother.
He's that good, bro. And because of it, that causes him sometimes to do things that, you get what I'm saying? He shouldn't be doing, but he can get away with it because he's that good and athletically. He really is.
I think Boots. This is my opinion. I see everything you see in Boots. I think he's taking chances because of who he's fighting against. I believe the skills I see him display. If Boots wanted to, this is my opinion, just do. I believe Boots have all the skills in the world that if he wanted to, bro, you would barely be able to touch him.
Right. Like put it this way, and I'm just to double down what you're saying. Like, I'm not trying to say he gets hit on purpose, but when he doesn't want to get hit, he don't. You get what I'm saying? Like when his mind is on, he don't get hit a lot. I don't know what people be saying. And then when he get hit, it's like he rolling with shots and he showed you could take some. He took some clean ones from B. He took a good uppercut from him. Like, yo, I think the man got a chin, man. So I just think that's the only clear, me being honest, him at 30, about to be 36, and Boots being 26. Like, I don't see, like, it's the most glaring advantage for me is obviously experience. Like, when you say skill, I look at it like, appreciate that, L-Dub. You got Matias versus Igashev. Good, that's going to be a good fight, man. You got experience versus youth, yo, and then with his experience, get him over, because the young boy is going to be in step with him, in tune with him, step for step, athletically, with whatever it is that Bud could do, he can mimic it, I believe. Now, again, the craftiness and the IQ is IQ and experience, things like that. It won't be a matter of athleticism or none of that stuff, man. Boots will be able to do pretty much everything with Crawford. You get what I'm saying? That's just me thinking that, because he's just one of them special guys, athletes. Boots ain't lost a damn round. I'm telling you, GM is, and people look at it like, he ain't fighting. Nobody's fighting this one and that one. And I get it. They're not world beaters, but I urge people to look at the performances a little deeper, and you just see how convincingly he's beating these guys. They don't even have a shot. Like, there's no moment in the fight for these guys where you can say, yeah, they're getting it off on Boots. Damn, look, Boots better do this for they. Like, none of that never happens like that. I don't think people understand how hard it is to win every single round of every fight that you've been in. And you got over 30. I don't care. I get it, the level of opponents. Yeah, you factor it in, but, like, just be real with yourself. Like, the average guy coming up, the prospect, some of these tests that he took, they would have got tested more than what Boots did. He's just something different. So he make a what should be a test look like nothing. I'm telling you. Look what he did to Via. Don't people, he's tailor-made for him. We don't want to hear that. He beat the hell out that dude, man. Defense is even better than we think. I believe you, YB, and salute to YB. And your Boots beat to the ground. Literally, no pun intended. So you be in the gyms. I really believe that. How many people could matrix they self? That shit is cheating, bro. I don't care. That's the only thing I'll say to him. If I seen Boots, I would love to ask him, what was you thinking about when you did this? That move he did, it's one of them moves where if you asked him to do that in the ring, he probably couldn't replicate it the way he just did it on the night. That's one of them. Like, you can't tell me he was planning to do that to that dude. It was just having fun, and in his bag, the man put himself in a matrix, slowed down, hit a guy, and still got out the way. That's not fair, man. I hope people understand it. It's going to be a matter of somebody's experience catching up to him, and that's why I say you better get him now, because the more seasoned Boots get, Good luck beating him, and I mean that.
Hey, one thing I will predict right now, I do believe Boo's good enough. I do see him being a 2-time undisputed champion, possibly 3, possibly the first 3 times. He young as hell, bro.
Me too. And the way how comfortable he said he could make that weight. He said he could make that weight as long as he want, and it's no struggle at this point. And I believe youth, and just understanding his body and living the lifestyles was helping him continue to make that weight so easily. But that's so dangerous for anybody thinking about getting a title, because if he get a shot, good luck, bro. Big Dog Willie in the super chat. Boots is overrated. KO's Boots is sparring. Facts. Damn.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Hey, well, look, bro, I'm about to get in here and feed my face, bro. I appreciate everything. You already know I'll be back the next time, bro.
You already know. Appreciate you, bro. Of course, Crawford will be the favorite, but to think he would get washed is crazy. That's why I said billionaire YB. And I get it. That's why when I hear, I get it, Tim Bradley. I understand the resume. I understood he fought. I get it. The Hall of Famer. It's not that I disagree. I just have a different train of thought. You get what I'm saying? He says what he says. I'm not challenging it. I just think he need to just think about that again. Like when you say like it's going to be a mismatch, like for what reason would it be a mismatch other than obviously experience? Because in what other department would it be a true mismatch is what I'm saying. And maybe I'm missing something, but I just don't think. I think Boots is special. I really do. You get what I'm saying? ABZ, all-time boxing highlight. That you putting yourself in the matrix is a cheat code. I'll admit it for people that don't want to admit it. That's not fair. You should not be able to do that to somebody that could punch your head off. And he did this against Villa, a dangerous guy. You get what I'm saying? Coming off of his biggest win of his career. Flawless mentality, Dr. Mark. How you feeling, OG? Appreciate you stopping through. I kind of feel like that too, Sean. And the main reason I feel like that, I'm gonna tell you, because when I was reading today, when they asked him, they asked him about Boots, and he said, well, of course we could fight because we're in the same weight class. But he was like, as of right now, I'm looking for bigger and better things. So he was saying after the potential rematch in December with Earl, he looking at Charlo, and he said he won Charlo. You know what I'm saying? That's something I just read from today. He said he won Charlo, so guess he's still on that. Dre was good with it. Stephen A. Smith on Monday on his first show. Take on ESPN. Boots get next. And as a young star, yeah, Dre, he is, man. He is, bro. He is, man. I think he got next up. He said Frank Martin is garbage. You a fool, big dog. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to get to the 3-hour mark, man. Appreciate everybody in the building. Like I said, this has been another dope build, as it always is. Y'all know how we do over here. Let's see what's next. It looked like Regis and Dev is the next down the pipe. I'm hoping that they, square that business away, get that fight squared away so we could look forward to it. Give us a date, before the year out, and the year just gets better. You get what I'm saying? He fight Regis, Shakur, get a meaningful fight or a fight of some substance that we as the fans could appreciate for our money. You get what I'm saying? That young boy want to be great, and I want to see him tested. You know what I mean? I want to see him put in there with the best possible opponents. I was very hopeful that it'd be Loma. I think Loma got other plans, and Top Rank might have other plans for Loma as well. But I do think one of their immediate plans is not to feed him immediately to Shakur. As much as I love to see it, I got a feeling that that's not what's about to happen. So, but if he get a Jermaine Ortiz or another solid, quality opponent, I won't be mad. But I don't want to see no run-of-the-mill fighters no more for Shakur. I just want to see him chase the best fights possible. Number 2 top 4 fighter. Rankings based on popularity nowadays. He's a top 10, 15 fighter. Yeah, rankings, it'd be a number of different factors like that. But if you want to somebody that do a good job at breaking down the rankings, best that I've ever seen and thus far on YouTube by far is LetsBuild. You want somebody that be breaking down the rankings and keeping you on task with the rankings? There you go, right there. He said the heavyweight division is picking up. Yeah, man. August, AJ, White, Usyk, Dubois, right? Anderson is right back. Yeah, facts. You're right, L-Dub. It is picking up. And speaking of that, you know what? Before we get out of here, I'll speak about that for a second. You know, you do got AJ and White, DILLIAN White coming up for the rematch. And I was doing some reading too, and I think it was Ricky Hatton that says he feels like the loser of AJ and White 2 should retire. And that was interesting. I just wonder what would be the mentality of either fighter after the rematch. You get what I'm saying? The winner and the loser. You get what I'm saying? But I do expect AJ to be able to come out here and win this rematch. I don't see him fumbling the bag and losing to DILLIAN White. He personally feels like DILLIAN White hasn't improved much since they first fought. I could understand why he could think that. And again, I just think it'd be another win for AJ. The big question will be how he's going to win when he fights DILLIAN White. I think he's going to be expected to win, but the question is going to be how is he going to win and how is he going to look doing it? You know, this is going to be another camp with Derrick James, so people are going to be expecting some improvements from this man, and rightfully so. So we're going to see. And again, a lot of people say AJ need heart. I'm trying to tell people, just tell me if what I'm saying don't make sense. It's not a lack of heart for AJ, right? Reason why, what told you AJ had heart? He got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. He came right back in the immediate rematch to fight him, and he won. He made the necessary adjustments in his game plan to go out there and get a win. It wasn't the prettiest win. It wasn't the most dominant win, but he got the win. It was still one-sided, but it wasn't as dominant as what an AJ performance could be, right? Nonetheless, he went out there and got the win after being knocked out by somebody. That definitely shows heart. Then he goes in there with Alexander Usyk, arguably one of the most skilled heavyweights that we have in the sport, right? Goes in there, he gets outboxed by him. The immediate rematch, he goes right back in there. He loses again, but he gets right back in there. So again, it's not a lack of heart on AJ's behalf. Just follow me. It's more so a lack of identity than heart. Again, you getting back in there after losses, right back in there, especially after a knockout loss, you get right back in there and face your demons immediately. That shows a ton of heart. You get outboxed by Alexander Usyk and you get right back in there and get outboxed again. That shows a ton of heart, but you did a lot better, I believe, in a rematch than you did the first one. So that's a ton of heart. But when I say identity, if you notice in the AJ fight, the first Ruiz fight, he fought a certain way. He was still AJ at that point, but he got caught, got knocked out. Then he kind of switched his style a little bit to being a much more of a mover, right? So then he takes that same type of mentality into an Alexander Usyk fight. And then he's on record for saying that he didn't want to hurt his guy. He didn't want to hurt him. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's identity. Like, you in the heavyweight division, bro, you're the best when you're being physically imposing, cutting the ring off and getting your guy out of there. You get what I'm saying? That's what you do. So the fact that you think all of a sudden now at the 1 KO loss, you're supposed to come in here and try to outbox the much naturally better boxer, in my opinion, shows me that you struggle with identity. And you saying things like you didn't want to hurt your guy, and then when you lost to him, you were saying you're not a 12-round fighter. But if you don't want to hurt your guy and you're not a 12-round fighter, why would you fight a fight in a way that would, cause you to go the whole distance? Like, by you saying you didn't want to hurt a guy, so you just wanted to box with him. Then you would turn around and say, I'm not a 12-round fighter. So it's like, I think he struggles with identity, and I think he struggles with who to be, when to be that person. You get what I'm saying? I think it's moments where AJ should box and move. You get what I'm saying? A bit, but I don't think he should spend a whole fight doing that. You get what I'm saying? I do think he's a much more physically imposing guy, coming forward, being on the front foot. Like I said, cutting that ring off, making the ring small, making you feel him in there and getting you up out of there. I think that's what he do best. And the minute he went away from that is the minute I start feeling like he struggled with identity issues more so than heart. He shows a ton of heart. You know what I mean? Getting back up after the knockdowns from Andy Ruiz, show a ton of heart. But again, it's not heart, it's identity for me. Fate, what's good with it, bro? Jermell Charlo needs to adjust his dirty to keep his belts. Yeah, man. Right, man. It's crazy how they did that. He got dropped. AJ overthink too much. Right. Good training matchup, though. Derrick James versus Buddy McGirt. Good eye, L-Dub. Absolutely. And that's another point. He overthinks. Good point, L-Dub. He overthinks in there. And you can see it's okay for a guy to think his way through a fight, right? But the problem with Anthony Joshua is we at home, we can see that he's thinking in there, but too much. You get it to the point where it comes off as him second-guessing himself. And the more he second-guesses himself, the less active he is. You get what I'm saying? He has a tendency to stand right in front of his guy. You know what I'm saying? So I know AJ still be fighting some demons, but ultimately I think his biggest issue is identity. And I think that's why he went to a Derrick James. And I think that's a guy that can somewhat sort of help him establish that identity again in the ring. I think that's what's missing from AJ's performances, an identity. You get what I'm saying? Knowing who to be, when to be it. Knowing when to box and when to fight. You get what I'm saying? Just understanding the balance between the two. Understanding the opponent you in there with. Understanding that I think you being a bigger guy that doesn't move half as well as a Alexander Usyk, but you're going to come in there and try to outbox him instead of coming there to hurt that dude. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's all about mentality and understanding who to be, when to be it. You get what I'm saying? The Usyk is not a guy you want to come in there and play chess with, the ultimate chess player. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And that's why I believe got him, outboxed. Right. I'm telling you facts, yo. Boots versus Stan Jonas is the one. They can make that too. They can make that too. They could. William Old School, my brother was good with it. Yeah, nobody said Canelo should have dropped his belts. Right. That's what I'm saying. It don't make no sense, Will. And there's favoritism in the WBC up to their normal tricks again. You know what I mean? But the other one is the WBO. Should I say the sanctioning bodies back up to their old tricks again? My sauce is pretty bad. Now I'm trying not to laugh about you promote. What the hell? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You tripping. Usyk beats Fury. Probably like that. Maybe that's why he don't want to fight him. He not in a rush to fight him. I'll tell you that. He had opportunity to fight him. I heard all he did was mess over his opportunity. So Fury just literally made the heavyweight division. He's making a joke out of being a heavyweight champion right now. And he's not taking anything serious. Right. Right. All facts, L-Dub. I'm with you. I was listening to your cook yesterday, and I feel you put some things in perspective. I definitely, I like the sound of Shakur being able to fight for a title, right? But I don't like the sound of somebody having to get stripped for that to happen, right? Undeservingly stripped for it to happen, right? Because I ain't selfish in that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, but I think nonetheless, he's still going to come out of the situation on top. It's just about they try to pull a move on him. He just got to pull another chess move. He got to make his move now and make it the best move. You know what I'm saying? Make it a smart one. I think him and his dad thus far have done a pretty damn good job at making smart moves and moving accordingly. So I don't see it being no different. I think they'll be just fine. Man, my bad. He said, "Oh, it's just up there that mile." Yeah. Yeah. They skated out. KL, you was on them, but you got a show tonight too, right? So I know I'll be there to tune in because I know you got some more to cook on over there, man. And we hit the 3-hour mark, so we good. Abdullah Mason's back at August 26th. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, it took me 2 days. Oh, okay. Salute to the queens in the building. Still hanging. Keyshawn has a fight there too on the way soon. Cool. I like that. I like to see that. I like to see him active, man. I like this performance in his last fight, L-Dub. I think he went out there and he made it kind of clean. He took a couple shots that he could have avoided getting hit with. But I think for the most part, he navigated those rounds very well, man. He executed through the rounds very well. His performance was pretty consistent. You know what I'm saying? I think he put out a solid fight, dropped the guy late, beat him up pretty good every round. Solid win for him. Yeah, man, GM, who the world would never know. It's kind of like how George Foreman. Boots can get one fight before the end of the year against Stan Jonas, then fight Bud in early next year, just a few months away. I think so too, bro. I think he shouldn't have to fight one more fight, another 6 rounder for Mason. You think he need more? You think he ready to move up, L-Dub? What you think? 8 or 10? What you thinking, L-Dub? 8 or 10? Because I know you don't be tripping. So I know if you saying that, it's for a reason. And I think it's for the same reasons I think. Because he obviously look like he ready. And they don't need to have no training wheels on him. I ain't saying rush him, But they damn sure don't need that no training wheels on that kid. He nice. He nice. Dula Mason is like that. George got a bunch of brothers. George and kids, I think. He names kids, don't he? I think he got a bunch of kids named George. Mason should do at least 8 or 10. I feel that. Because he's good enough for about 2 8-rounders and 10s. I feel that, L-Dub. I knew what you was thinking. Move it up because he can do it. Like, you don't gotta slow walk him, right? And like I said, you ain't gotta rush him, but you ain't gotta baby step him. Because he really like that. That dude is a hell of a fighter. He could do a hell of a lot in there. And he's just getting better. He getting better. He getting more comfortable. He getting more confident. And that's just going to get worse for his opposition. I like Abdullah Mason, though, man. I like him. He's solid. Oh, yeah, man. I'll be tuning into the show tonight, KO, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Again, y'all punch that like button if y'all haven't. As always. So it's been pissing me off. Yeah, man, they ain't got a slow welcome shower. They ain't got to. Let that young man get his seasoning. Go on ahead, let him get his seasoning, you know? Let him get his seasoning. But salute to Abdullah Mason and salute to boxing, man. Let's see what's next. I'm looking forward to Regis and Dev, like I said, Shakur and the actual somebody this time. Get what I'm saying? Charlo got September 30th to worry about. Even though they stripping him, they're going to strip him right after they announce his name, which is wild, but it's all good. Then one Coach Burgle said Mason can stop and nobody else had. Hey, man, that sound good, L-Dub. That sound good right there. That makes sense. But again, man, much love and appreciation to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. We will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock to build one more time to close the week out. Then we're going to be live for these fights, man. We're going to be live. We got Navarrete and I think it's Valdez this weekend, right? Building that record, right? Peace to my family. L-Dub, Fate, Shower, the Queens, Aisha, Sean, my bro. Much love and appreciation to all y'all. GM, my bro William, old school KO. Much love to y'all. And we going to be back tomorrow. Y'all already know. So with that, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.